if you're a gold player, you could be a competitive player, you're just terrible, and that's fine. I think everyone can get better with the right mentality and effort.
No, she's fine. She's totally balanced. It's nice that we finally have a support alt that isn't just completely overtuned, overpowered, and lo and behold, like 2 patches later, 3 patches, they give it to her anyway.
People will say they don't care about pro players' opinion, and in the very next sentence they'll say, "Shut up, Timmy, you're in plat."
I found it really funny when they did the massive, huge patch on Black Cat. They addressed none of the things that actually made the character toxic at all, and it just nerfed all the things that no one was using.
We need to go on strike too. We need to adapt and go to the cry meta. It's time to get on social media and complain.
I'm just not doing that. Like, I don't give a fuck how bad this game is. Like, I'm not turning into like.
You need to sell out.
I swear it's like
you need to sell out.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new Clear Comms episode. Today, we're joined by 2 returning guests, heavily requested. Light, thank you so much for coming back on. Talk about some dive, talk about some Pokeslop. And returning guest, our most requested returning guest ever. Every single pod, people want him back. TeamCaptain, thank you so much for making some time to come on back. Talk about some high rank tanking.
Let's go. It's gonna be a good episode.
Yeah. There's a lot we got to talk about, including a brand new patch, which we'll get to in a little bit. But before we do, we want to talk about Season 9. We want to talk about the team up changes. I want to ask you, TeamCaptain. I haven't talked to you in a while. How do you feel about just the entire change to the team up system in the first place? What was your initial thoughts and your current thoughts after playing it for a whole month?
I enjoy it. I think it's a fun overhaul for team ups. I thought when you had team ups in the game that was assigned to a bad character such as Scarlet Witch, a lot of the time you couldn't extract the fun from that if you wanted to play ranked. But now, since you get the non-enhanced versions of team ups, you can still technically get the fun out the kit without having that character on your team. I think most team ups are good without being enhanced. I can't really think of any that are insane when they're enhanced and bad when they're not. But yeah, I think overall good change. I would like them to try and balance the characters more around their team ups and try not to mess with their base kit now that we have this system though. I think that'd be nice.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll get into it in a little bit with the patch notes, but I was actually surprised that they didn't do as much team up adjustion. It seems like that's the easiest way, to balance every hero. It seems like every character has one shit team up. You could just buff that, tweak each one of them. But yeah, they didn't do that. They didn't do that shit at all. So I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Light? What's your opinion on the team up overhaul?
Yeah, I think it was great. I tried to be as positive as possible when Season 9 dropped. It felt really, really refreshing to play initially. But I think over time, unfortunately, the meta has kind of developed into what it used to be, which is just triple support, Peni, gun, sit main, and it's very, very top heavy. So the best heroes in the game are way better than the worst ones. And I think that's a big issue that's always been persistent in Rivals. But I started seeing signs of terror after that first hotfix in Season 9, and you've already kind of alluded to it about, I'm sure all of us are going to have the same opinion. Obviously, I don't want to speak for everybody, but the 9.5 notes, at least in my opinion, just don't do anything at all, really. I think that in the 0.5 patches, they really don't look to change the game at all. It's kind of just give them something, Let the content creators make something, let people react to it, but we don't actually want to change the game right now for some reason. But it's I don't know.
Yeah. It seems like a natural kind of next step when you introduce this change that completely flips the game on its head. A lot of heroes are going to be stronger, weaker. You'd think the obvious next step would be, okay, where are we too extreme in some spots? Where are we not? What are the overpowered heroes that we need to kind of cut down a little bit because they got a little too much help from these changes? And it seems like that didn't happen at all. In fact, the opposite almost. Some of the heroes that we thought probably were weak and didn't need nerfs got nerfs. Meanwhile, Elsa, Black Panther got nerfed harder than Elsa, right?
Dude, Elsa? If I'm understanding correctly, please let me know, guys, but they nerfed the trap HP. The thing that you can't interact with or shoot at all until it's actually activated.
Yeah.
So you're already snared. So it's completely worthless. You're already snared.
It still does the same thing. Yeah.
I mean, if they see you throw it from whatever reason, they could destroy it slightly easier. But that's literally it.
Like,
Well, it's 50
That's
health
it?
now. You can once you're trigger it, you can kill it, right? Or no?
Yeah, you
I don't
can,
know.
but by that
Yeah.
time you're already dead.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Basically,
Well, I was gonna
like,
say I know with Hulk now with that, I'll be able to just clap out of it, so it will be like a little better, but yeah, it's still I
That's
think
the thing
it'll
with
help.
Elsa
but-
Trap is like a lot of the characters that are affected by it most can't even interact with the trap because
Yes,
most of the
it's
time you're
invisible.
caught on the outside of the trap and
No.
you're a melee character, let's say like you're Wolverine, like you can't even punch the trap or anything, so you're just dead. So I feel like with most characters, they're going to be unaffected by this change, apart from like the 0.5 seconds that they took off it. That wouldn't make a big difference though, let's be real.
I mean, it wasn't even the most problematic aspect of her kit. Like, the character is, like, I mean, I'm sure y'all probably agree she's, like, a top 3 DPS easily. Like, you could
the
debate that
best
she's a
DPS.
top
The
1.
best
yeah,
DPS.
like,
she's the
easily.
best. Yeah, I don't think.
And if
there's any-
and if that's the case, like, what the fuck is this change? Like, what the fuck is that change? If she's the best, then how are you gonna do basically
Yeah.
nothing?
I mean, it's just we're kind of like jumping to the balance patch. Just to bring it back to the team up real quick, it's really really sad that the game had this massive overhaul to the team up system, which I think is really good and took the game in a positive direction. But the same characters are still the best character. Like Elsa is still the best hero. Like it's so sad, man. It's still Elsa, Groot, Bucky, Hela. Like I mean, at least Jean is like weaker than she used to be, and Cyclops like aren't terrorizing the game anymore. But Black Widow just replaced her, so it's like just there's no variety in this game. It's so top heavy all the time, and I was like really hoping that the whole shakeup, Marvel Rivals 2, would actually like change the game. And immediately day one hotfix, nerf Black Panther, buff every support, give Luna a cleanse when she gets hit by an ultimate. Like the only character in the game, of course she's a support. You don't have to anticipate it. Like if I'm Black Cat, I have to buy my cleanse before I get hit. But if I play Luna, no. So I mean, I don't know.
Light's expressing not liking the hotfix that buff support alt charge. How do you feel about that one, team captain?
The hotfix that buff support alt charge. Yeah, that was dumb. That was really dumb. I think people just didn't give it time to like adapt. Like we had it before where we got a patch with alt charges, and then people got used to that eventually. I feel like they didn't give it nearly enough time for people to get used to it before they started complaining. Of course they're going to complain. They're getting skill checked because they don't know how to play with the new alt charges. And then instead of like letting that happen, what do? They buff their healing, and they also buff the alt charge numbers. So that's like two things that are going to get them alts faster. It doesn't make sense at all. I don't know what they're thinking, honestly.
And then they buff
Gambit neutral
24 hours
getting
later.
buffed.
I,
Yeah, like, what?
I didn't even see complaints by supports either. I mean, more than like the typical stuff you see. I really didn't see the type of complaining I saw when the support strike happened, for instance. Like, I feel like people were still kind of figuring it out. It just seemed like a total like overstep by them.
I've talked with Captain Coach about this before, but my only theory as to why they did it in the first place is like there was a time at the like right after the hotfix. Like I often check the trackers so I know like the win rates of characters, even in like the high elos. And it's Celestial Plus, like characters like Cloak and Dagger had like a 45% win rate. Like basically what was happening is like all the Cloak and Dagger players were like free falling, and like they panicked and pressed the big red button to buff them, basically. Now, like I know, like we would probably say, hey, you need to adapt. You need to learn how to play the game without your ultimates. But I think they got scared. They got scared of like someone that was a celestial whatever falling to diamond. I mean, I really think that they got scared of that. And
They
I don't
must
know if that was
have-
right or wrong, but I'm just saying that's what happened.
They must have different teams that make those types of decisions, because I feel like the initial 9.0 day one release was actually pretty good. I mean, obviously there's going to be some imbalance, but it felt like a really good take on the game, and I felt like it was objectively better than it was before. Even though 8.5 was actually starting to feel like pretty balanced, in my opinion, it was starting to feel pretty good. And then they, like you said, hit that big red button. So I feel like they have like a different team. They got some sort of metric or data that they're looking at, that like some other team, like the PR, the marketing, whatever, is saying like, yo, we gotta do something. We gotta do it quick.
You got fit.
It makes
this
no
player
sense.
retention data is not working, or whatever.
Right.
Whatever, like
Right.
some people are not liking whatever's happening here. Because to me, it just feels really weird to undo that big of a change in one day. Like,
100%.
I mean, you gave it one fucking day. Like we sat in Jean Grey meta for how many fucking seasons, and they undid like this
8
big
months.
change in one day. I just don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But okay, apart from like, how do you like the game now in comparison to how it was before? I'm gonna start with you, TeamCaptain. Like, do you think it's in a better state, or has like a lot more potential to become in a better state, or do you think that we're kind of still like repeating the same loops of like, you know, what we've been dealing with for the past 8 seasons before that?
I'm going to give you like two sides of the same coin. If I was a casual player, I would absolutely love this patch. But as someone that's scrimming and that's someone that's playing at like the highest level in top 500, this patch is absolutely miserable for us because the whole game is just front to back. It's nothing else. There's nothing else to play. It's the most simple way to play the game, and that's all we're doing every single day, day in, day out. It's Mag, Groot, Peni, Emma, and you can't play anything else. None of the tanks that I enjoy are good right now, so I'm just playing Mag. I'm in Mag jail. I just wish there was more variety in the meta. Like 8.5, a lot of the meta was like depending on the map. If you're playing on Midtown, you go front to back. If you're playing Domination, you play like Captain America or DD or Cat. There was a lot more to it than there is now. Like if you watched Ignite, which is literally just happened, every team was playing like the same thing. Like maybe you saw Black Cat, which is probably the only viable dive hero in the game currently, and the reason why she's viable is just because she distracts. She like creates pressure on the backline and takes resources. She doesn't actually kill or do anything special. That's it. That's the whole gameplay loop. Is that you survive and be an annoying mosquito.
And what do you think specifically created this, you know, front to back meta that we're in? Because we were in like, I think a pretty healthy dive meta in season 8. Like dive was really, really strong in season 8. Venom was good, Cap was good. We had dive options.
Like the heroes?
Like what do you mean? Like
what heroes came out?
What did come out in season 8? We had White Fox release 8.0, right? Or am I tripping?
No, White Fox was before Black Cat.
No,
I think White Fox was 7
Black Cat came out in 8.
It was Devil Dinosaur, and it
Devil
was...
Dinosaur came out in 8, and then 8.5 was Black Cat, right?
Cyclops.
No, Cyclops. It was Cyclops, yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think... I mean, kinda, yeah, like, it was good.
There was a lot of dive being played in pro meta, though. Like, not like now, where it kind of just vanished out of nowhere.
The problem with dive in this game is there's really only 2 options for DPS, and that's just Daredevil and Black Cat. And, like, Daredevil isn't even that good anymore after all of his nerfs. He's just a counter to Black Cat. So, like, if a Black Cat's taking over your team, you pick Daredevil and you run at her. And that's the only time that you ever saw him in pro, really. But now, like, with how strong Thing is, with how strong, like, triple support is, like, bro, I don't think TLC picked dive a single time. Like, not once.
No.
I think they played triple support every opportunity they got, and if they did pick 222, it was like Punisher it was like Elsa or Bucky with Storm. And you just sat there and you shot your gun. And then every single convoy map, like literally all of them, it was triple mirror. At least in the grand finals. It, like,
yeah.
How horrible are DPS that there's 30 of them and you can't pick one? Because they're all just inferior to just picking 3 supports and 3 tanks now.
What I'm trying to get at, I guess the root of... I mean, you remember when we had Trust Me on, right? And Trust Me talked about mobility creep, right? He talked about how eventually all the best teams are going to be playing this hyper-mobility compositions because, like, they just get more decisions, right? More repositions. That's what he said back when we had him on the pod back in 8.0 before the new change. So what happened between then and now? Like, what specifically in the new system has basically eradicated dive from being viable? Like, what specifically? Is it one character? Is it a multitude of characters?
Support team-ups, bro. It has to be. Like, support team-ups.
I think it was support team-ups. It was also health changes to dive tanks. Like, Venom got health changes because of the green HP that was added, like the regenerative health. That actually made the characters worse, I'm pretty sure, because you're always going to leave anyway or get sustained from a health pack or a healer, so it didn't really change much for the characters apart from just having less HP. Thing getting buffed was a massive thing for dive tanks being completely murdered. I think Magneto getting his Scarlet Witch team up also. Just, like, there's so many like
Peni.
kill thresholds. Like why would you ever play like Venom or Captain America to contest an angle when you can literally just go mag and then sit on their dick the whole game with high damage and they can't even sit on the same angle as you ever. There's literally no point, and you always have uptime. You're always going to be there doing it. There's no point in not playing mag.
So are they just being power crept? Like, is that what's just happening? Is that
Yeah, it
guys
was
being
power creep.
crept? But like,
Yeah.
so what's the solution? Like at this point in time, is the solution to power creep the divers, or like what's the solution here? Because
I would say it's like bring the other characters down a bit because like they're way too high.
This is because we've basically I mean I don't even know how many podcast episodes we've done, 30 at this point, and pretty much every like a lot of guests would come on and say we need to nerf things, we need to nerf this, we need to nerf that, and consistently Nettie's has been like fuck nerfing, we're buffing, and I think 9.0 is like the biggest buff to everything. Like they basically have said we don't care about power creep, we're just gonna keep pumping up the numbers constantly, pump up the numbers. Now, they might change their minds, you know, maybe it's done, but I'm just saying, like, historically, nerfing is something they rarely do comparatively to buffing. They like to just
Unless it's Black Panther.
unless it's fucking Black Panther.
Unless it's Black Panther,
right?
yeah.
Oh, I think nerfing is something that you're going to start to need to do eventually. I mean, you look at a hero who's gotten really popular, really strong right now in Thing, and you press one button and get 150 shield. And it's spammable, and it's like, how can a diver compete with that level of brainlessness? Well, it's like you either increase their damage or you give them some kind of percentage shred on tanks to be able to deal with it, and it's everyone's just going to be overloaded to a point where the game is going to cease to be about skill. If you have these incredibly easy to use mechanics that give you insane value. So with that in mind, you have to nerf things. You have to, or else it's just going to keep getting worse and worse. Kind of like what we've been saying, Mills. Like, it's just the balance is not getting any better. It's not getting any better unless they start to like tone things down a little bit.
I feel like characters like Thing, characters like Peni, like those kind of heroes should never be strong. Devil Dinosaur also.
100%
Like
agree.
they're too simple. They should always be extremely niche and only good in certain situations. Like Devil Dinosaur, that hero should only be good if the enemy team are forcing 2 melee DPS. If they are forcing 2 melee DPS, sure, let them be good. But like, I just don't see this character being strong and people like enjoying the game at a high level at least.
Okay, so with that in mind, then we complained about poke, we complained about the front, the back. Where do we draw the line then for those types of heroes that require aim, infinite skill ceiling with poke heroes? Like, should they always be strong then, by that logic?
I think like this is something that I think Fox like really struggles to understand, where he believes, and correct me, like I'm sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong or someone will, that hard heroes should always be good, which I generally agree with, but I think they're too good and they're too rewarding for too long. Like, Jean was way too good for way too long. Same with Elsa, same with Gambit. And even though these characters are difficult to play, they are fun to watch and they're skill expressive and they're very popular, but they suffocate the rest of the roster to the degree where the game gets stale for the rest of the player base who doesn't like playing those characters. I don't think characters like Thing or like Dino or Peni should ever be like super hard viable or meta, but I think that we should always aim to have the game have as much variety as possible. And there should always be a place for every hero. And the goal should be, we'll never get to a perfect balance, but the goal should be have the skill expressive heroes like Hulk, Spider-Man, Elsa, Black Widow be strong, but not so strong where like Scarlet and Squirrel and Peni and Thing are never playable under any circumstance.
Okay, so this is something Mills and I, we really liked this idea that we talked about on previous episodes as well, with Cyclops and how his primary as a poke hero is, well, actually, Mills, do you want to say it? Like, it's easier to land, which allows them to kind of make other parts of his kit a bit more forgiving, right? Because, you know, all the poke heroes in the game have like these insane mobility tools and reset tools, like with Phoenix and Hela all. stuns. So we view Cyclops more or less as a pretty ethical designed poke hero, and the reason they're able to do that is because they make his primary. I think it does a little less damage. I might be wrong in that. It feels like it does less damage, but it's a little easier to hit.
Yeah.
So the gap is kind of not as wide from the best players and the worst players. Do you think that's a good direction for these types of heroes to go in, more in like the Cyclops route, or?
Yeah, because to kind of continue that question as well, like, because like that's one of the problems where I know you get tired of like some of these same heroes always being good, like Psylocke and like Hela, but like from a dev point of view, those are the easiest characters to allow to be great because they just don't affect most players, right? Like even players in like low Celestial and below, like no one is playing those characters to like they're even close to their potential. So it like the other heroes are viable simply because those characters aren't actually gatekeeping. But once they get to your elo and your skill level and pro play, those characters are gatekeeping because people are playing them well. But like might not necessarily be true if like I don't know, fucking Thor is like triple S tier or something like that. That might gatekeep the entire like every elo.
Yeah.
It might just gatekeep everything.
Don't even get me started on Bucky right now,
No,
bro.
I
oh
I
my
get
God.
that. I think that there's like it's kind of a challenging conversation, obviously, because I just want to point out, I think a perspective a lot of people don't think about is they say that the game is balanced for casuals, which I don't think it is. I don't think it's balanced for casuals or pros. And if you go and look at the patch note history, it's like very clear. Like they will buff or nerf characters that dominate low elo, and the same with high elo, and a trend that doesn't really follow that type of logic. Like they'll randomly buff Moon Knight when he already dominates low elo. They'll randomly buff like Scarlet, she dominates low elo, you know, or like Iron Man or something. So there's like no consistent trend for us to track to see where they buff. But I really want people to understand too, like, yes, the casual place or the casual player base is really, really important, and it's majority of the player base, and it's important to like think about them when you are balancing the game. But the more important thing to understand is a lot of them don't care what the balance is because they just hop on to play with their boys in quick play. Like most of the player base doesn't even play ranks, bro. Like they'll just play whatever. They don't care how good or bad it is. And the people who are going to keep coming back to consistently play your game and who are putting in the hours and buying the skins and stuff like that are the people who are committed to like actually playing the game consistently, who these heroes suffocate.
I
And
guess
it's
I wanna-
okay.
I always feel like the casuals think they care. They really do think they care, and they're
Yeah.
very opinionated. But like, if you really think about it, like it doesn't affect them at all. They could literally boot up ranked or quick play and play anything they want, and they can do it like without being contested because
'Cause I
people
wanna
don't understand the game like a adapt level to the point where character picks actually matter that much.
Yeah, TeamCaptain. The way that I like to think about it is like, if Elsa's the best character in the game, or Gambit or whatever, their potential isn't actualized in that rank, and so like people aren't doing the things that they need to be doing to make the character as good, so the meta doesn't actually matter down there. And it is important to address like really problematic characters. Like Reaper is a great example in Overwatch. Like Reaper should not be like super dominant viable ever, but at least he should be like pickable and viable in some situations. And what they've done in Overwatch's history is like Reaper has always been trash in high elo, but dominated low elo. But he can't be good because of how suffocating he is in low elo, so they have to like address him. And I think they just have to look at his kit in a certain way, and the same thing needs to happen with this game with characters like Black Panther. Like, I understand BP should never be good. I get it. It's really toxic to play against. No one likes getting one-shot. But what they should do is they should address the pain points of Black Panther, which is his one-shot, but also find a way to like rework him to be more like viable. Like, have him be more survivable, give him some type of unstoppable mechanic so his dashes don't shut down, but lower his damage so you can't be one-shot. You know, like something like that. Like, just off the top of my head.
So there was a lot of things brought up, and I agree with y'all a lot about like the casual versus like the competitive like ideology and like the differences and like your entire argument that you had Light with flats. Like I 100% agree, and I understand what you're talking about. What I want to kind of throw in here is I think we should differentiate between like when you say casual and when you say competitive. Like what is exactly or do those terms actually mean? Because you know, once again, when I talk about Psylocke, like, do we consider someone that is Grandmaster 1, Celestial 3, are they casual? Like, are we talking about that person being casual? Because above those ranks, you're getting into the less than 1% of the player base. And those players are players that do play this game pretty religiously. But are they playing Psylocke to the point where she's oppressing lobbies? Not even remotely close. Like, the difference between a Celestial 3 Psylocke and someone that's in top 500 is like night and day. Like, it's a bigger gap than probably that Celestial player to like a bronze Psylocke. It's just such a mountain. And so that's kind of what I'm talking about, is like, these are people that do come back to the game. They do play the game a lot, but the meta is not quite as stagnated as what you're talking about, because the Helas are not hitting 2 taps across the map consistently. The Psylocks are not moving all that well. So, like, I don't know, where do you differentiate? Where do you draw that line between like casual, competitive, and like where does it actually matter? Just the highest elo, or is that like a rank where you just like people just need to adapt and get good? They can see like the finish line, so they should like understand that like high end matters more. What do you think?
I think casual and competitive, like the term competitive, I think is entirely subjective. Like I hate it when people say that this game isn't competitive. So like, why do we take it seriously? The thing that defines something that is competitive is the community and the people within it. Like Smash is the most casual game of all time, in my opinion, but it has such a massive esports scene that a lot of people compete in. Or like even there's literally Olympic speed walking, bro. Like, would I give a shit about speed walking ever? Am I gonna like speed walking is the most casual thing ever, right? But there's still like a very massive community who actually shows up to a track and trains their entire life in speed walks. Like, that's a thing. So to tell us that Marvel Rivals isn't competitive or can't be a competitive game just doesn't make any sense in my mind.
Agreed. Yeah, 100%.
And I would define something that is casual is how often do you actually play the game and how intensely do you care about winning or getting better. If you're a gold player, you could be a competitive player, you're just terrible, and that's fine. I think everyone can get better with the right like mentality and effort. But I would just say casual is like I am a very casual like Skyrim player or something, right? That doesn't mean I'm going to go play Skyrim and I'm going to check the speed run records and figure out all the tech and everything and start competing and putting my name on the leaderboards. Like, that's what I would consider competitive. But casual is like, I just stream for 10 hours, I'm hopping in Tamriel for a little bit, you know? Like, it's chill.
Right. Yeah, okay. Well said. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, it's like, where do you draw the line when it comes to the community? Like the BP change, for instance, was to me, I don't think that's a casual or a competitive change. I think that's them just kind of shelving something and trying to appease a certain portion of the player base. I think they're trying to almost check a box. I think it's something we've called PR changes. Because you get to a certain point with a character like BP, you're really just not going to get any higher rank. Like, people are like, if you were just like force it and only play it. So to me, like, the pickability and overall usability of a hero is something that it's really what makes it strong, which is why, like, something, because I wanted to go back to the casual versus like whatever competitive, like something like the team ups I always thought was a way to be able to augment and potentially unlock that next level of skill for you. An example off the top of my head, something like the Storm team up, where her primary becomes a hit scan. And
great team up,
yeah,
and it kind of changes the way she plays, and I want to see more kind of creative ways like that to kind of change how a character feels without necessarily impacting them in like whatever rank. Like, you have the option to increase the ceiling with a choice. And like Storm, for instance, like I'm curious to hear your thoughts on Storm in general, both of you, just like, because she's been, I think, really picked up a lot. I've seen her a lot more, and obviously played a lot in the finals and between TLC, and so just curious on Storm thoughts, because there's just one guy in our comments who always asks to get a Storm.
So he literally had.
Like, so I had to bring it up.
53, yeah.
I had to bring it up.
TeamCaptain, do you feel like Storm is like actually a terrible hero that's just like the best, like it's the best meta possible for her, but she's actually in reality terrible?
I think she's a character that is only thriving because of what is currently good. She's not actually a good character, she's just a solution to the current problem, which is people running hyper sustain. It's just sustain for as long as possible and try and waste as much time as possible. You're not running Storm in a ranked game and getting success with Storm. That's not going to happen. The reason why pros are running it is because she can amplify your entire team's damage, which means that you can kill the unkillable tanks that are getting sustained by 3 healers with 3 team-ups. That's the only reason why she's getting played at the highest level.
Don't you think there's a bit of a disconnect then? Because you just said Storm is only good when you have a comp to whatever build, a counter, or whatever. that we're playing a game that is comp based, and we don't get to pick our teammates. Like I just find that baffling. We can only duo queue. Like to me that is like the biggest L by the game in general. Is like you do all these changes and make the game very imbalanced. At least let us pick who we play with so we can build a comp to like what makes our heroes good.
Bro, if I'm told that we're balanced around low elo, and I could be wrong. Maybe they are balanced around low elo, and I just don't understand the vision with the changes.
Right.
Dude, just allow us to 6-stack at every rank. If it's a casual game, like fuck it, bro.
Exactly.
You know, like who cares? Who cares about competitive integrity?
So much.
Just let us 6-stack.
Like, I don't know if you remember, like back to like season 0, season 1, when you could like 4-stack. I swear. The higher lobbies were more stacked because of that system. Like, I would queue a game and I'd get every single rank was red. All of them red. Now I queue ranked and it's like you get orange, 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 red, orange. It doesn't make any sense.
Throw purple in there.
Purple.
Early season, top 500. Sorry to cut you off, Captain Coach, but it's so funny. I know you guys understand the pain of early season, where you get top 500 early, or you get C1 like the first like day or so, and you're still getting paired with people who are unironically GM, and they're like, "You need to swap. You're terrible. You're not doing anything."
Yeah.
Like,
just some guy you've never ever seen before, and he has like everything to say about the game, bro. Everything to say.
Yeah, it's like, where did we wash up on, bro? Where are we?
So my I want to hear if y'all agree or disagree with this, but I like, and Captain Coach, you kind of touched on it. Is my biggest problem with the team up system is if every team up required skill or could like increase the skill expression of your character, then it would actually solve a lot of these problems. But the problem is there's a lot of team ups that just give you value for just fucking pressing a button. I mean, the Thing team up is completely brainless. You're just swinging more. I mean, whether it's Cloak team up, just literally putting you in an ice block, or like just there's a laundry list of team ups that all they do is just give you value for button press instead of the few that are good. I think like the Storm Lightning, I think it's good because it gives you headshots. So like it is increasing the skill expression. Like Caps, the Captain America team up with Hulk. Like it increases the skill ceiling on the character, like gives you more playmate. Like we need more of those and less of I'm pressing this button and this cool thing happens for free. Like we're like, it's almost like the team up system has in a way dumbed down parts of the game and the gameplay loop instead of improving it and expanding it when it could have easily done that. Like more cooldown should do that, but it's not doing that. That's really what it does. What do y'all think?
My view on the team up system is like, I feel like with the new patch, I know we're going to start talking about it, but I really would have liked to see them buff all the team-ups that no one's using, because it's kind of like the perk system in Overwatch, where people eventually just find out what the best perks are, so then the hero becomes what that is. It's not like you can choose all these different playstyles. There's just this one set playstyle that becomes the character's base kit, and I think the team-up system's kind of the same, where it's just the base kit now, instead of being a team-up that you can choose. Like multiple selectable team-ups. If they buffed team-ups more, that the ones that were underperforming, and I hope they have like a way to like track statistics on this, because I swear that's so like useful. You can make it so people can swap between them and they can be very useful in different situations.
I think Spider-Man is one of the few heroes that actually has a team-up system like that. Like I swap all the time. The Peni team-up is good if they have no CC. The Venom team-up is good if they do.
All the team-ups should be like that. They should strive for that.
Yeah,
100%.
I kind of like the idea of making it more punishing to swap your hero, but keep it so there's no penalty for swapping team-ups, and then make the team-ups a little stronger. I actually kind of like that idea, that direction. I think it kind of also plays more into the... I think it'll, in the long term, will probably make the game a little easier to balance. Like, because I think the swap meta is like a big reason why. The things are just so strong that if you get countered, you're screwed. Like it's just GG's. Like, because I mean, as someone who like forces a hero like too much, like I know like more than most people that
Right.
You just can't do anything sometimes. Like you just can't.
They should have win rates for each team up. Like it should be really easy to know what percentage of the player base is picking what team up and how well they're doing. They could easily just
100%.
like, to be honest, that's all this patch notes need to be. We're gonna look at it in just a second here, but like it literally could have just been team up adjustments purely, like nothing else, and I think it could have been a successful patch notes.
By the way, for the thing about stacking, why you said you got all one above all people, that's because more people were playing the game, so they had more people to find in your same rank. That's what I wanted to say. So like that type of thing. If here we go.
No, you can keep going. Sorry, I'm just pulling it up. You can continue.
Well, no, it's just things that make the game quality better. Like people always say, like roll Q is going to kill the game, kill Q times. Well, if the game quality becomes better because of it, it's going to increase the player base, and for people at least in the higher ranks, it's going to lower the Q times. That's always been my argument. I mean, we saw it happen with League, but that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, so we're gonna go through these changes kind of lightly. We're not gonna deep dive into the changes because like a lot of the numbers don't really matter all that much. It's just numbers. So, but I do want to give y'all's like just initial thoughts, just a couple of words or a small sentence. Like I'm gonna say a character. Everyone gives their thoughts about it. We'll move on.
Or more. You know, I've tried. I've purposely been very calm here. I'm trying to watch my cortisol levels. I think we're about to ramp it up here a little bit.
I just felt a massive cord spike.
We're about to go through the best patch in all night. Okay, so I mean, Devil Dino, buffed. What is your thoughts on Devil Dino, TeamCaptain? I know you expressed not enjoying him all that much. But do you think this is going to matter? How do you feel about the change? Is it a nothing change or a big one?
I would have to test out the numbers a bit in practice range because like the way percentage-based damage works, it could be kind of like volatile, especially for like his F, because his F is like super like good against like tanks. I feel like he could end up being like a second thing, maybe, depends how strong this really is. I did like the change. Okay, I was super optimistic when I first saw team up with Jeff the Landshark was buffed because that team up was dog shit and no one used it. So I was like, okay, maybe they're going to buff all the bad team ups going forward from this point. I like that change a lot.
I think that's
it's
one
good.
of the few they've done.
I mean,
they buffed like 4 team ups in this patch, and that's one of
like starting out. I'm not joking. That change is the best change in the entire patch. Starting out, I'm not joking. That is the best change in the patch.
It's funny that you say that because I was doing my patch notes and I like they had us in the first half for sure. Like I was fooled. I'm like, damn, this is a pretty good patch. And no, I totally agree. Like I actually think you could see some like weird. Honestly, it might be like some weird triple tank comp where you just cleave with the water. Like I could see that working. Like pair him up with like just brawl, like full brawl, and like Ultron maybe. I feel like new comps will unlock because of this.
Me and my friend were running the Jeff the Shark team up, and what we'd do is we'd do like full flank behind the back line with like the Jeff speed boost, and you'd basically grab someone on Dino, and the Jeffs would speed you, and you'd take them into a room and kill them. But there's like another thing you could do, which was really fun, was like if Jeff ulted, you could use the healing from the Dino team up to keep the Jeff alive, so you could like get to the edge of a map and throw people off. So I think this could honestly be kind of viable if you want to run that. I'm just saying, like it is kind of your teammates are gonna hate you, but it's fun.
Oh, you know what would be even crazier? Does this they give this heal a move speed boost too? That would be nuts.
That could be cool.
Oh, yeah,
that would be nuts.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I thought they would do is like take a bad team up, buff it a lot, and if it still isn't good, just keep juicing it, like juice it up like crazy juice, because you have to pick one or the other. You know,
Well, I have something to say about that later for one character. Begins with a H.
Oh,
one of the team ups that was changed.
Okay, the next one's Doctor Strange. Light, what's your opinion on this? Buffs to Doctor Strange, buffs to his primary damage, buffs to his ammo, and buffs to the team up, the Gamma team up. 6 seconds.
Gamma's still dog shit. It don't matter.
You just think don't think it matters?
The Sue team up is so much better because you get the CC and you get the shield health. Like the shield health is just so strong. Being able to peel yourself from a wolf or something like that is really good. You can cancel people. Like a Spider-Man swings past you, you can cancel his momentum. Like it's just good. And you guys know, like I couldn't believe this when I read it, but I was like, wait. Gamma was 8 seconds before.
It was 8 seconds.
The Sue seconds is 6. Like the Sue team up is 6 seconds. So why is the Gamma team up the damage team up? Like it's supposed to be the damage team up versus the defense team up, and the damage team up is less damage than the Sue one. So
I legit made a tweet about this, and I said PSA to everyone: change your team up for Strange to Invis instead of Gamma because everyone TPs back to point, and they'll TP back with a worse team up. And this is the biggest thing. Your shield HP is 150 HP lower if you run Gamma. And one of the biggest things is when you TP back to point, you want to like shield, block damage so your teammates can get back into the fight. a lot of people were coming back like fully nerfed because this is the default team up. It's so bad. I don't know what they were thinking with this.
I'm not gonna lie, Doctor Strange's team ups as a whole is just disappointing. Like both of them, they're just like fucking extensions of an ability he already has. It adds nothing to the character.
I like the Sue one. It's like good. The Gamma, they just need to put into overdrive and just actually make the Gamma good. Like increase the range, increase the damage, like make it an actual offensive team up. Let it like pierce through shields or something. I don't know. Like just give it.
On a previous pod, or maybe I don't remember if you were on it or something, but we were complaining, or people on the pod were complaining that Doctor Strange is a spellcaster. Like he's a fucking mage. He's supposed to have a lot of abilities, and then like Black Cat has like all these abilities, and Doctor Strange is like super simple, right? He has like fucking two abilities, and they had a perfect opportunity to give him more abilities, and they just didn't fucking give him more abilities. It's the same ability with different colors on them. I mean,
I had an idea for this one in particular, since Gamma seems to be like a buff for like all these different heroes. What if you had it so it was like an effect that you could hit your teammates with, so you didn't always have to commit as Strange and use it as like when you're losing, because maybe in tough matchups you just go back and like Gamma your team, and now they get like a damage buff or something, like use a little burst on them.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool?
Legit
anything.
Yeah.
But the problem with Strange is like they buffed his damage by 2. Or like by 4 maybe, and then lowered the cooldown of Gamma, which you never use. So it's a nothing burger because the enemy team picks Big Ben, and he just beats the shit out of you and you die. Or they pick Emma and they grab you and you die. Or they pick Groot and they wall you and you die.
Yeah.
They pick Wolf and they grab you and you die. Like Strange, he can't defend himself and he's just worthless. Like.
So the damage increase not gonna help him enough.
Yeah, like I still think that like. At least they buffed the character that needed buffs. Like I know that it's we can kind of complain about the way that they did it. It's not enough, but like there's a lot of characters that we'll get to on this that like they obviously need buffs, they obviously need nerfs, and they weren't even touched. Like at least Doctor Strange is on their radar. I don't know why he's on their radar, but not every character.
I don't know. They pick and choose favorites, but they spin a wheel. Like I have a theory that they just have a wheel of every hero in the game, and they spin it for every patch, and then they have another wheel for buff or nerf, and they spin that, and then they have all of their abilities up, and they spin that, and then they think, can we actually do this, or are we going to release a skin for her soon?
Oh, okay. Let's talk about Magneto. So basically, all they did is they fixed the annoyance to do with the Scarlet Witch team up and gave him no nerfs. What do y'all think about that shit? We had a rabid Magmate on the pod last patch, and he says that when Mag is meta, the game is better. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think?
I disagree.
No, when Mag is meta, the game is worse because it's front to back slop, and there's no variety. You just sit there and shoot each other.
I mean, he basically just forces the game to be played one way. You can't play it any other way. That's like basically Mag's entire fucking identity at this point. Like you have to play front to back. He's the first protect in every Ignite game. Somehow he dodged the nerf after he was the first protect in every Ignite game.
He got buffed. Yeah,
and he got buffed.
It's not even dodging a nerf. He got buffed.
Yeah.
He has.
And I don't know how this works exactly, but it's probably decent, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So,
no, I mean you're only changing the enhanced effects, so you have to have a fucking Scarlet Witch on your team. So it doesn't really matter. But, like,
it's still a buff, bro.
It's still a buff.
Yeah,
he has a 30. If you check the fucking like his statistics,
I
he has double Sue's pick rate, and Sue is the 3rd most picked hero in the game. He has a 30% pick rate. He's in every single game, and he still has a positive win rate.
That, actually. I think it's actually
it's
way
crazy.
More than that. I think he
I'm
has
telling you. I'm telling you right now, that change is going to make his win rate go down because people are going to be picking Wanda more on your team.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, initially at least. But Persixo, he says that this team up kind of like messes with the mag time to kill. Like it actually is a nerf. Like when you use it.
Magneto in Celestial Plus. Magneto
the Scarlet Witch team up.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
No. What it does is it makes it so that the enhanced. Yeah, the enhanced is dog shit.
How it charges
and messes up your combos.
That's what this is fixed. Yeah, that's what this fixes. Is that? Magneto has a 65% pick rate. in Celestial Plus, 65%.
65.
That we've never seen anything like it.
He didn't get nerfed.
No.
I mean, I feel like they just want to keep the meta the same. Like, there's no way they were, but. This is the most confusing thing was what they tweeted. I don't know if you guys saw what they tweeted. They said the meta shifts once again. That's what they said for the balance change. And I'm like,
they also
it's the exact same.
I mean,
bro,
maybe
do you
they're just
remember
talking
they
about
said
I don't know.
They said the player base is really locked in and figured out Jubilee or something, implying Jubilee is like worth anything. And a couple seasons ago, they're like Black Panther and Phoenix have really shaken up the battlefield, as if they're in the same league. And we're talking like season 4 Phoenix too, like crazy, like.
Okay, you know, I'm not even playing devil's advocate because it's dumb that he didn't get a nerf. But I will say that when I'm on mag duty these days, he's more fun to play than he was before. There's that. He doesn't need to be this. He is more strong, fun, but he is a lot more fun.
But that's because you're literally just broken. Like, you do so much damage with the sword.
It's really fun.
Bro, like, any, like, squishy DPS is your bitch on an angle. Like, there's no DPS in the game that can, like, contest an angle against you.
At all. TeamCaptain, have you actually looked at your damage per 10 on mag before and after the sword? I swear it's like 5k plus more, right?
Yeah, it went from, like, 18k. This is, like, a good mag game, you'd be, like, 18k. And then now it's, like, 25k plus.
Fucking crazy, bro. Like like average per 10 too. Like,
yeah, and that's like without hitting like maggots. That's just base damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about Peni Parker, because they basically changed up like probably the biggest part about this character, and the fact that you can no longer stun on right click anymore. You have to double stun them, which is like much more difficult to do. And it has 2 charges now, but like you have to hit them both to fully stun a character, and she also got nerfed in HP. So like, Peni mains online are losing their shit about this
Deserved.
change. But I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of feel for them, but like I fucking hate this character, and this character.
This is a rework when you think about it. This is a straight up rework.
Yeah.
I thought this was like not addressing the problem with Peni. The problem was the nest, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the nest should have been nerfed. The stun was not like even half the issue. She's always had this stun since she came out, and Penny's not been strong since the game came out. It's because the nest got buffs, I swear. And then the BP team up is what made her like really good, because if you tried to like contest a Peni on an angle, she could just pop the BP team up, stun lock you, and then fucking shoot you in the head. So like a lot of the time, like you'd counter a nest, what you'll do is you just like flank around back and break the nest from behind. Now the Peni can actually come and deal with you in a 1v1 and actually kill you. I thought they should have nerfed the BP team up in some way instead, but that's just my 2 cents.
Okay,
I thought they should have just made the radius of the nest like probably half of what it is, and that would have allowed heroes that, you know, on paper counter her a bit more to actually find ways to get value. So now they're like, if you want to get the healing and the shield from the nest, if you're a Peni teammate, you got to stand in a closely grouped up area. So then now, now you go Moonlight.
You don't have as
now
much control, right?
Right, but it's just it's just so wide. It's and you know,
it's the whole fucking point. I'll choke.
Bro, I think you fix Peni by giving the nest like a timer. Like you deploy it lasts for 20 seconds, and then it auto breaks, and you can deploy it again in 10 seconds. I don't think it's ever been good for games to have deployables that are super high value that can sit behind walls, like Alari's pylon. It's so corny. You can't interact with it.
Yeah.
I mean, Torp turret, at least you can shoot it and break it, but it can't be behind a wall.
I mean, when it was meta, it was not. It was fucking cancer when it was meta. It was completely cancer.
Yeah, but imagine a Torp turret, a Torp turret that could ricochet. Like you could put it behind a wall and it could ricochet off the wall and hit you, and you couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Like you know what the biggest problem with Peni is that no one talks about? It's the fact that she can increase the range of the nest with the webs that she places on the ground. Those can't be broken. And she can also bury mines within those nests, and you can't break the mines. I think they should give the webs that she places on the ground a HP pool. So at least it's interactable, that you can break that in some way. I think that could have been an interesting change, personally.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think any character should have hard CC on 3-second cooldown. Like, I understand that Peni players are kind of mad about this, and like I get it. It is one of her main ways to have skill expression, is like you get to stun things every 3 seconds. Like in general, hard CC should be on an expensive cooldown. Like it should be, or like I say expensive, like it should take a lot of time to be able to hard crowd control something. And maybe this is the first step in like a big rework on the character, because like I don't think the character really functions anymore. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't. I think this character is really bad now. I don't know what y'all think
What made
about
the
that.
CC fine, in my opinion, was the fact that she didn't really have like the high damage to kill you after doing so, and it was also an attack hero, so her entire job is just like making space and disrupting. But with the BP team up, I feel like after she stunned you, she could kind of like kill you with the like faster attack speed. I just think that like this change completely kills the character without addressing what's actually annoying and problematic about the character itself.
Yep.
Like, people are still gonna run 3/3 Penny on certain points if the nest is like annoying. I fully believe that.
Yeah, I mean, at least she doesn't got to worry about tenacity anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have Rogue. So Rogue got a 5% defensive stance to damage multiplier, and 25 more HP, shield HP. I mean,
Doesn't matter.
She's gonna be slightly
It
better,
doesn't
but it's
matter.
not really gonna move the needle, right?
Like-
Slightly better.
She's like, I think Rogue is a character that's so. I'm okay with her being good because she's like hard to play and she's cooldown based and skill expressive, but she's so obnoxious to play against like Thor that I'm like not upset that she's not great right now. But no, I mean this change doesn't matter because you just pick Mag, Thing, Groot, and you shoot
she's
her
just
and she
gatekept right
dies
now.
and she
Yeah,
can't do anything.
unfortunately.
I feel like Rogue needs a health buff, like a flat health buff.
Well, she
Like,
did.
that would-
She got 25 more HP. That's
It won't change anything though.
Yeah,
You don't think so?
Thing is
No,
too
it's like
strong.
Captain America HP.
she just can't brawl or anything.
It's thing being the way he is, Elsa damage, Bucky damage, Black Widow damage. The damage numbers are just too high right now for these kind of characters to exist in the
Yeah.
game.
Rogue's only a character if they like gave her like 50 more HP on top of this and then gave her like a parry mechanic like Blade.
That could be cool.
Then you could pick her.
Or like dramatically
Yeah.
upped her damage to the point where she could like kill backlines.
But that would be
that's
so
like,
corny,
yeah,
bro.
It would be,
Just
it would
one
be
shot.
so
It'd be-
corny.
No one wants
Yeah.
that.
But I'm just saying, like that's the other way that they could do it.
Yeah.
Venom. So a character, he
I'm so depressed.
he,
I hate this.
his symbiotic resilience 120%, lost health to 110%, and the swing cooldown 2 seconds.
I want to talk on this.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Venom is not even top 5 tanks in the game right now
Yeah.
before the change.
100%.
And they, for some reason, basically gutted him. I think that, like, this is what I said when I came into the podcast at first. Like, I swear this was a day one opinion that they took on board for the rest of the season to change. Everyone thought Venom was good at the start of the season. I was one of those people that thought Venom was good at the start of the season. And then people realized what was actually good, which is just full front to back, Thing, Mag, Groot, Emma, and they all absolutely destroy Venom. What can you do if their entire backline is just bunkering together as 6 people and you dive into them and they absolutely destroy you in 2 seconds? Now, on top of like, so basically what you could do before was soft hit, swing out. Now if you do that, you're on a 10-second cooldown as opposed to 8. You might as well just invest your shields at this point. So you're going to get like 1 hit every 15 seconds because there's no point in not doing it. And you get 0 value from doing this because you like could just play any other tank that is actually good. I don't know why they did this.
The problem, I 100% agree with you, TeamCaptain, but I like want to add on to what you're saying. The biggest problem with Venom now is you have no uptime as a character. If you're diving into fucking Emma, Groot, Bucky, Elsa, you dive in, you get trapped, hooked, grabbed, uppercut, all this shit, and even if you survive, you're only in for 5 seconds and then you're out and you're worthless for 15.
Yeah,
When
and
you
then
could
they
just
just push
pick
the
Mag
cart.
and shoot them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mills, you were
I-
enjoying the Venom changes at the
I mean,
start.
I still I mean, he's still really good if you have like a full dive team, but it's just rare and ranked. As long as you ban certain things, like you have to ban certain things. But like really, the fucking swing, I think that's the worst change they could have possibly done. I think that removes his skill expression, like the soft hits and like your ability to navigate around the map. Like that's something that should be encouraged, not putting him into this like hyper linear loop simulator like TeamCaptain was saying, where you're just like committing every cooldown and every one of your engages, and that's just like you're just doing that. So like that, like even if you in the current way that the character is, like let's say that they nerf Mag and they nerfed Elsa and they nerf some of these cooldowns and then like dive is good. Dive is gonna be good because Venom is going in, slamming in, investing shields, investing fucking his right click, and then leaving, and then just doing that every game. He's never soft hitting. He's just doing this like same like. I mean, are you even really playing the game if you're never really like you're just doing the same fucking thing like over and over? I think it's like it ruined his skill, like not ruined, but it like worsened his skill expression. I really do think it did that. Now, as far as what y'all are talking about with like Venom being like terrible and like. I don't really know, like, I definitely don't think that the right play is to, like, buff Venom. I really just think, like, a lot of these characters that are gatekeeping Dive, it's just, like, they just need to be reeled back. I don't even really think it's I don't know, I'm not even sure. I don't think it's the supports. I really just think it's, like, the strength of Mag, the strength of Elsa, the strength of Black
I think his
Widow.
damage numbers. I think damage numbers are just insane right now. Like you literally can't stay in as a tank for like 2 seconds without getting forced out. Like Hulk is borderline unplayable. For example.
Yeah, to me, this Venom change was like a change they should have done 2-3 seasons ago, or maybe not the swing, but the health nerf. I thought because like back then, like he would just live in your backline, but now like like Hulk, Venom, all the brawl just gets completely shredded unless like your thing. So I
mean, let me look at the win rates really quick. I don't think Venom is like actually. I mean, it depends on the elo that you're in. It depends on the elo that y'all are talking about, but like. Let me take a look real quick. I'm very curious. Yeah, in Eternity matches, he's picked 14% of the time, and he's winning 52% of the time. That's pretty good. Yeah. And then in Celestial, he's picked 12% of the time, and he's winning over 52% of the time. Like, he's not doing terrible by the numbers. Like, if you're playing against, like, Hyper Meta, he's doing bad. But
I bet you he gets banned more, too, because supports hate playing against this hero.
Yeah, 16% of the time in Celestial, he's banned, and 11% of the time in Eternity he's banned.
It kind of does align with how they kind of want their game to be experienced, if you really think about it. Like, front to back, like, easy, just... I mean, we talk about it all the time, like the dopamine style of gameplay, where you just have someone in front of you just heal bodying, and then you're constantly getting healed, so you're shooting down main choke. Like they want this to just that dopamine trigger to just keep going. So I think they're trying to build their game in a way that does that. I really do believe that, which is like part of the reason for some of these nerfs or lack of nerfs with someone like Thing, who is just, I mean, I actually kind of like the shield that he got, but that on top of the amount of damage he does is just so, he's just so obnoxious.
Well,
the problem is
we'll
like
talk about Thing in a second. We'll talk about Thing.
Yeah.
Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, what were you saying? Sorry about that.
Oh, I was going to say, like, the problem to me with Thing was the fact that he got that shield change on his right click, and then they also gave him the torch team up on top of that. It's just, like, super toxic. Really toxic.
Yeah.
You could dive their backline, like, 1v3, get a kill, and get out, like, easily. Easily.
I mean, the thing, like, so when I read the patch notes, like, through the whole thing, like, there's a lot of bullshit in this patch notes, but I think the fact that the Thing was not nerfed is, like, actually the biggest atrocity of this patch notes.
It's Mantis, Mills. I gotta disagree with you.
No,
it's
and Mantis.
I think
Mantis not getting nerfed is
Mantis
the most absurd thing ever.
Yeah, but Mantis is like, for me as a tank player, like the Thing just forces this like super unfun gameplay loop where I like what TeamCaptain is talking about, where you can only play like very specific tanks. Like it's because of the fucking Thing. It's because like when I'm mirroring him on any tank that plays in any bit of his range or his game plan, like he just doesn't give a fuck about what you're doing, like at all. Like he just doesn't care. I think like Mantis is very strong and very oppressive, but like I have more fun in games where there's a Mantis on both teams than I do when there's a Thing on both teams. It's just it's fucking brain dead. There's no skill involved. I think it's like it's actually terrible. Like
no skill.
Fucking like it doesn't matter what I do on so many other characters. A Thing can get more value just fucking standing there. Like he can't, like legit.
My favorite thing is the ultimate 1v1 hero, Thor, having him just pump his full damage into you and your health bar just not even
I fucking
move
rotated
as you slowly kill him.
I fucking rotate like how many awakenings I have to fucking rotate into Thing before he even notices I'm doing damage to him. Like
Yeah, no, bro, I didn't even realize how bad Thor is until today. I saw a Thor, and then I realized, like, wait, I haven't seen this character in 100 games. This character is terrible. And then the guy swapped instantly, like, rip Thor mains, bro. I don't know what y'all are doing, but they don't exist
I think
anymore.
Thor
struggling.
is
We're
like
struggling.
super playable if you play him like a certain style.
I
Like,
agree.
you have to play him a very specific style. If you just like full flank behind them with Hela team up and just exist in their back line,
you just
it's not
you
terrible.
You just
but
eat
like,
their back, yeah. You because yeah.
it's work. Like every time I get invited to like one of those like community tournaments, like Boulder Bash, I just play Thor, and no one can do
You
anything.
just fucking
Yeah,
kill
that's
everybody.
toxic.
Yeah,
That's fire, bro.
That's toxic. I
That's the only
remember
thing
that.
it works, though.
I just played in a creative tournament. And it literally felt like Thor was just like, if anyone's if anyone's lacking like even a little bit, like Thor can like take their chain. Like he could just fucking
Yeah,
lean on it.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like
he's
in
like
hyper,
super selfish.
right? Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, he's a fucking DPS, right? He's just a DPS. Like
Yeah, more or less.
that's it,
You know what I think is really funny though? Out of all the characters that got regenerative health, I swear Thor benefited the most.
He does.
Because
Yeah,
he can
100%.
just exist behind them
No.
for longer.
Yeah.
Well, that my theory here. I'm curious what you think about Team Cap. I think both of Thor's team ups are fucking terrible. I think they're some of the worst team ups that were added, and he got 10 times more from that health than he did from the team ups. Like the health
You
mattered
want to know
more.
something really funny? Thor Angela team up is on a 20-second cooldown. Mag Scarlet Witch team up is on a 12-second
12.
cooldown.
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, dude. That's why I
Make that
don't
make
use that
sense.
bitch. Like I think that team up is probably objectively better, but I hate using it because it's just I just don't like.
I mean,
it.
it's like a whatever. Like you can use it for mobility, I guess. I think the Hela team up, when it actually does something, is so much more value than the Angela team up. So I always just run the Hela one, because like sometimes you will just like live for no reason.
That's that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's some bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. I wish it just came back though. Like I wish it wasn't on a cooldown. Like I wish I could
Yeah.
die and then kill and then die again and then kill again. I know that might be fucking broken, but I don't give a shit. Like give me something. Give me something. I can, like the thing is just he's been pressing the same button for fucking a minute straight and he's winning the fight. Like what is it with these characters that they just trade damage unproportionately? Like when he's swinging and gaining all this health, like the pressure he's just generating, like I don't know. To me, it just
Hey,
seems
don't
like
get
a bunch of
hit.
bullshit. Yeah.
You got better mobility. Use your
don't
range,
exist. Yeah,
noob.
don't it? Yeah. That's
Fucking trash. Throw
the
your
thing-
hammer
the
for
thing
50
forces-
damage.
It would be cool if the thing was only good against dive. Like that's where his niche should be. Is you're good specifically against characters like Black Panther, but he's not. He's good at so many different things. Like unless you're up against hard poke, he's good.
I think he should be good. Like you need to differentiate Thing and Dino because they kind of serve a similar thing. It's just Thing is just way better than Dino in every way. I think Thing should be really good against shield tanks and dive characters. But I don't know like what you do with Dino, bro. Like it just seems like they're both gonna serve the same role, and one will always be better than the other.
I feel like Dino is just gonna be like Thing now because they changed the percentage damage. Like if
Yeah.
Thing's banned, you just play that instead, and you basically just do the exact same role.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it. Like I have ideas with how they should do it with their hit scans and make them like different and unique instead of just making Hela and Phoenix the same character as they've been doing for a year. But I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many hit scans that just feel the same right now. Like I swear, Hela, Phoenix, and Black Widow are just like the exact same character, but
Yeah,
one's stronger than the other. And then they'll just like change the numbers, and then the Phoenix will be stronger, or Hela will be stronger.
Okay, a couple characters before we move on to the DPS. A couple characters that weren't on here. Groot was not on here, despite having a 57+% win rate in Eternity. Groot was not on here at all. And then, of course, we already talked about Thing. Other than that, I mean, there's probably characters that they could have buffed or changed. They probably could have changed Cap, maybe buffed him a little bit.
Cap needed buffs, 100%.
But it's like I feel like the same reason that Cap is struggling is not really necessarily the character. It's just the power creep and the meta.
Bro,
Like, maybe
just
we're
give
using
him
nerf shit.
a reliable shield reflect where it's 1-for-1 damage if you aim it correctly.
Oh,
and
you
Cap,
want? Oh, yeah.
That'd be so sick. That would immediately make him good because
It would be fun too. It'd be so fun. Yeah.
It's like the ultimate anti-power creep. Just reflect their damage back. So anytime there's like, but they're not going to add a mechanic like that into the game because it requires people to pay attention. And
It would
they don't
have
want
to
that.
be.
They don't want that. No, they don't
Bro,
want that.
it would have to be a cooldown. Like Genji's
Yeah, I agree.
deflect is fine because it's on a low HP character and it's a cooldown. But Cap, if he could just flick his shield up like that, you as the character who's playing against him, you would be so scared to shoot him because you don't want
Yeah.
to kill yourself. So he would
Yeah.
never die because he's a tank, so he would take no damage ever.
That's what
He would
I'm
just
saying.
Never take damage.
It is such a toxic like kit
Yeah.
to have.
This is why we need it.
I
No,
think
I
it's-
agree.
But he
though.
could like
He just
empower it
uses
or
more
something. Like it could be I don't know. I don't fucking know. I don't.
What I wanted to see though was Hulk have 800 HP and then give him damage reduction and ult. I think there's too much damage in the game for that ult to even be like somewhat viable.
I've been
It
saying
needs
that.
at least 20%.
I've been saying that, Team Captain. I
Yeah.
said that. I did the exact same thing I've been echoing. I say Hulk needs an HP buff and he needs to take less damage during his ult. You could buff his shield, but he doesn't need it if you just do those two things. Like he just gets one shot. He just gets one shot. Like it's stupid.
We're
You
gonna
don't
get,
even need to use an ult in retaliation to like burst you down. It's so silly.
Yeah, the way I ult now is I can't ult in their team ever pretty much. So I'll be like off to the side just clapping them like a stealth character or something. Like it's Hulk, by the way. But
It's just a rail gun at this point.
yeah, that too. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the duelist. Let's talk about this one. Black Panther. They reduced the damage with the Storm team up, and they increased the cooldown 3 seconds. What do you think? What do you think about this super S tier character getting nerfed? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much to be said that hasn't been said already, to be honest. I picked BP today in ranked because the game was like already over, and I just wanted to make their Gambit miserable and try to cheese kill him. And I got him twice to try to enjoy it before it's gone. But I mean, like this character, I understand it can't be good in its current state, but it's like really, really sad and pathetic, like the blatant favoritism that they have in this game. Like they just, I don't know. I feel like what Black Widow has been, Panther has been. It's just Panther doesn't have a gun, and he's not a redhead, so he's terrible and will always be terrible.
Fair
There it
enough.
is.
I've noticed that. It's only gingers that are strong in this game for some reason.
Scarlet's the only one, but like Daredevil, Gambit, Black Widow, like
I mean,
Angela, Elsa.
Angela, and Elsa, yeah.
this has to be an oversight. Like them, they had an opportunity to give Black Panther more ways to play the game, and instead they gave him a team up that just does what he does more efficiently. I feel like this has to have been an oversight. Like, why would they do this? Why would they give him this team up in the first place instead of something else?
No idea. They just need to give BP. He needs to do less damage so he doesn't one-shot you, but he needs to be able to deal with the shit that comes at him. Like he needs a parry, honestly. Like he needs
that'd be sick as
something
fuck.
that gives him CC immunity for like a second or something. And if you parry it, you get bonus health, like a blade deflect, except it gives you bonus health when you hit it. And then after it procs, you're CC immune for like a full second. So like if a thing slams back on their backline, you parry the slam, and then you can still dash out.
What
Like,
if
it's
it's
counterplay.
like you play fighting games, right? Like I don't know if you've ever played any.
I've
fighting
played
games
them before.
But
I'm
you know,
not,
like the breaks where you can break out of a combo if you have a bar. Like what if you had? What if you got a bar? Like as you dash through them, you build up a bar. When the bar's built up, you could spend it to like
I like
break
that.
out of a.
the
break out
problem
of
with
a
that is
stun.
you have to build it up, and the CC comes too fast.
Well, what if you had to get 3 dashes? So you could do like a soft engage 2 dash, and then you could go for a hard engage next dash, get it, pop it. Like you could like
if the bar doesn't deteriorate, like if it
it
never
doesn't
drops,
deteriorate. You
yeah,
could, like,
then
do
that
a
would be
cycle.
fine. Yeah, but
you could do like a cycle.
he just
That's
needs
lore
to not
accurate.
one-shot you.
That'd be
He needs
sick.
to not one-shot. He needs lower cooldowns. He needs more survivability, and then he's a perfectly fine, balanced, reasonable character that has plenty of counterplay. It's just the one-shot that people don't like, and then he's fine.
Yeah, Mills, that would be a lore accurate change too, because his armor absorbs energy and then can like burst it out, and that could be like him breaking out.
And then they could give him the Tokon skin, from the Marvel Tokon fighting game. So I mean, it's right there, Netties. Come on, let's do it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This character is just. I feel like this is like the character that I think about every time you talk about like the casual versus high elo, because this is like he just has an inverse win rate where he's like almost 57% win rate in silver, and then it just goes down. At every rank people go up, his win rate goes down until he gets to like he still has a positive win rate in GM. Once he hits Celestial, it's negative, and then it's like it's just terrible every rank.
Well,
after
according
that.
to their statistics, in Celestial and above, Black Panther, Magic, and Storm are the 3 best DPS in the game. Check the website right now.
Wait, really? On their official
Yes.
one?
Yes.
See, I'm not even on. That's actually fucking nuts. How does that even make sense?
Yeah, and that's like why you have to take win rates with a grain of salt.
I'm looking at their win rates in specifically Eternity. It's only like 42.
Check
but
Celestial.
Let's see. Let me take a look.
Well, while you're looking that up, I mean, this is partly why I said they could do team ups that are specifically directed at other ranks? Because I feel like BP's he's like a pretty iconic character, and I think he's really popular. Like he's like a cool combo based character, and I think that's partly why they maybe don't want to change him too much.
Competitiveness. This is quick play.
Oh, this is troll. I'm trolling.
Yeah, and this is all ranks, but it's Celestial.
Okay, so I see like this. Oh, this is all ranks. I'm trolling again. Celestial and above. 47. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, maybe I'm trolling. What did I look at? I swear I just made a video on it. It was like black. Maybe it was.
Was it Rivals
like
Dale?
Look in plat. 55%. Like
I don't remember. I'd have to
silver,
check my video again, but I swear it was like
57% in silver. This is why this character gets nerfed consistently. It's because of this.
Yeah.
This is
Bro,
why.
I can literally like help every low ranked player win games against BP. Just go Angela and then chase him. That's all you have to do. Like any angle that he goes on, just kill him. Like I swear he can't play the game.
What percentage of this is even a real silver player? I bet you it's maybe like
Smurfs.
Yeah, like
There's so many Smurfs that play BP.
Bro,
There's so many.
dude, I've never understood the argument of like your characters dominate low rank. No one likes playing against them. It's like, what fucking gold Black Panther is moving like Haunt, bro? Like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
it's just Haunt on an alt. No.
Like, I swear it's just dominated by Smurfs, and people just Smurf and pick the fun heroes.
Yeah. So what you're saying is Smurfs are why BP can't be good.
I mean, we had the same
no.
fucking problem with Genji. People would bitch about Genji the entire life cycle of Overwatch, and it didn't matter how good he was. They would always bitch about him. And that's why he eventually got nerfed, and it was like never really good in high elo, because it's the same thing. Like, for those of y'all, like those listening in, I have like over 4,000 hours on Genji. That was like my one trick back in Overwatch, basically. And when I came to this game, I was like, I'm not fucking touching the Black Panther character, because I know how this is gonna go. It always goes the same way. Yep. There's only one way that this will go. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it is.
Wait, Coach, do you remember when they would just randomly change like Genji shurikens from 24 to 30, then 24 back?
They have no.
Yeah.
They have no
That would piss me off so much.
It's actually so much bullshit, bro. I swear, bro. Yeah, they could never let us have. They would give us like months of being good, like 1 month of being good, and then they'd nerf us again, like every once in a while. But it's just complete dog shit. But anyways, like yeah, Black Panther. Yeah, I mean, this guy is probably, I don't know, we didn't talk about reworks. I don't, maybe we talked a little bit about reworks with Peni. But like reworks are on the menu because of like Black Widow. So I think Black Panther is a reasonable next up character to get a full rework at some point, or like a pretty dramatic one.
He's just melee Black Widow. Him and Hawkeye are like the two that I think need to come next.
I think Iron Man is a big one as well. He's so fucking boring.
They could make him cool.
Do you think Iron Man? I feel Iron Man would be fine if he just had more health.
I mean, I could see an argument for that, but I feel like he's like such a popular character for him to have such a basic, like lackluster kit. I don't know. Like, I think, like the missile's ability being there is such a joke and a slap in the face to me.
Yeah.
Like, what even is that ability? Give him something else at least. That's all they have to rework. Just rework that one ability, and I'll be happy. Honestly.
Give him like a I guess like a lock on would be corny.
Yeah, Walker would be busted.
He still needs a barrel. I want a barrel roll so bad for him. Give him some like playmaking abilities. I don't know.
Yeah,
Let
barrel
him
roll
shoot
when you're
Cap
like
shield.
flying.
Why can't we do that?
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
Why can't I
Like,
shoot my
reflect
Cap
it.
shield and then he can angle it around a corner?
Oh,
That would actually be cool
sick.
as
And
fuck.
it gains speed. Let's fucking go. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Okay, so next up is Cyclops. So the cooldown reduction from his primary that is going to reduce the ricochet force, which is his E. It's going up by 0.1 a second. So like the more primaries you hit, you're going to have more ricochet forces up. And then when you have as a team up with Gambit, the concussive blast attack frequency boost goes from 10% to 15%. So yeah, what are y'all's general thoughts about this character?
He's better, but it's coughing bomb or oh my god, coughing baby to hydrogen bomb. Like look at like Cyclops. Cyclops is just too balanced for the state of the game, bro. Like just look at Elsa and look at Cyclops, bro. It's just a joke. Look at Black Widow, look at Cyclops. Move on.
Yeah.
They could revert him to his old self, and he still wouldn't be a top 5. Maybe barely a top 5.
No, he would
I think the big thing to me is like his ult's too dog shit.
Yeah.
For him to be good, his base kit needs to be like really strong for him to be hard meta. It's kind of like Moon Knight. If his damage numbers aren't good, then he's just not going to be that strong.
Which is sad because I feel like he has probably the most balanced ult in the game. I feel like his ult is actually like dodgeable, and I feel like a lot of ults
too balanced to be good.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
balanced equals bad in this game. Sadly,
That's legit true.
I think it's like the consistency of it. Like, it's very inconsistent. Like, the good ults in this game is when you get like consistent value no matter what. That's why like Thor ult is so dog shit. Like, you're never killing anyone with that
Don't
ult.
even get me started about Thor ult, bro. I'll
Yeah,
just
it's so
thought I
bad.
fucking holy shit.
Like, Groot ult is always going to get value unless you're a fucking idiot and you get it like blocked or like a mag eats it.
yeah.
All right, Elsa Bloodstone. We already
Pretty
talked about
patch.
her a lot, but like,
my
what the
God.
fuck is this?
We kind of covered this one already.
Yeah. Like, yeah. I mean, what the fuck, man? Like, what the like?
This
what
is a joke.
Yeah,
Like, did they
Did you
even,
guys
like-
know some trivia about Elsa? Is she gets bonus damage for just picking the fucking Dino team up? Did you know
Yeah,
that?
I knew this. On her primary fire, right?
Just by picking the team up, you get free damage for fun.
Yeah, you get more damage on your primary fire. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I kind of noticed this when I was playing against some of the Elsas. Like, they would just like mag dump me and I'd instantly die on like a squishy.
Well,
Because
it's,
of
you
that
know,
team up.
Elsa, Dino, very popular Marvel heroes. Obviously, that's
Oh, yeah,
a
obviously.
big reason why. No, I don't know. This just I hate it. I've been this hero every game. I hate her.
Don't worry, guys. The most popular superhero in the entire world that
Yeah.
carries your entire franchise is just dog shit. Unlucky.
She also, like, her ultimate is way too fucking strong for having that good of a neutral. Like, if you're gonna have that strong of a neutral, you can't also have like probably the best.
You know what my
DPS
problem
ult.
with the ult is?
What's
It's the
that?
fact that it's like, it feels like it should be an ult that's given to a tank with very little mobility. You know?
Yeah.
True.
Why
Wait.
is it on a
She
hyper
must-
mobile, hyper
Dash,
damage
dash,
DPS?
Yeah.
Elsa has
doesn't make
more
sense.
dashes than Black Panther.
It's funny
Yep.
funny that you say that. My main complaint whenever I go on a rant about Elsa is that whenever an Elsa's in your game, she decides the DPS diff because obviously if you're better than their DPS, she decides the tank diff because she can just destroy any tank who gets anywhere near her and ult them, off the map or like one shot them, and then she can decide support diff by getting people out of the ult. So she just carries in every conceivable way that it is possible in a game. She just she's server admin hero.
Percent max health on a gun character should never be a thing. Like, it's so
Nope.
fucking brain dead. Wolverine has to get his claws dirty, get in the thick of it, and risk death. And Elsa gets to do it cross map with no fall off. Like, the elephant gun has like basically
And
no fall
piercing.
off.
It
And it
pierces
pierces.
as well. Why
Like,
not?
it's fuck it, bro.
I've-
And give her an invisible trap too to make sure no one can go near your backline on top of everything else.
Did we not
The-
learn?
you know what they
like-
should have done? Sorry, I
No,
didn't mean to
go- no,
interrupt.
no, go,
Like,
go.
they should have at least increased the trap cooldown by a shit ton. Like, I swear that cooldown should be like
20,
Lamps
bro.
level cooldown.
Yeah, legit.
Like, unironically, the fact that you can just spam it after it gets like procced
And
is
she
so
gets
bad.
2 with Dino on your team, by the way.
Yeah, you get
Who
2
just
as well.
got
Yeah.
buffed, by the way. So you get
I,
double double time.
I get PTSD because whenever there's an Elsa in the game, then there's obviously going to be one on both teams. So whenever my Elsa throws a trap down, I freak out and start punching it, thinking it's theirs. Like thinking because they can throw traps from downtown if they're good too. Like they can snipe you with that shit. That's honestly so obnoxious. Like
I'm just baffled at this character being allowed to exist in this state and honestly be meta at all. We just like I don't know. We're just getting started. All right, next up is Hela.
Oh, this is such a joke.
I mean, they nerfed her.
They nerfed Hela harder than fucking Elsa.
Okay.
No, that's not even the funny part. This is a team up that no good Hela runs. They all run the Venom team up. No one runs the more squids. So they just nerfed the team up that no one uses. So what's the point?
This might be a hot take. I'm curious what y'all think. This might be a hot take. I think maybe we've gone completely fucking batshit, but like I would much rather have Hela be meta than Elsa or fucking Black Widow. Like I think like
100%.
Hela is the more healthy version because at least she doesn't terrorize tanks too, and like she has a bad ultimate too. Like there are weak parts of her kit, unlike Elsa, that doesn't feel like she has any weakness. Let me just straight up.
Hela's like super punishable, I think. There's like actually counterplay to a Hela. If you jump on an Elsa, you're just trapped and you die, or she just dashes away with a bunch of shields. And then she can also do percentage-based damage and chunk you down if you're a tank. At least with Hela, she'll have to like land the stun and headshot you. Like that's at least more like counterplay or skill that you can avoid.
Okay, Moon Knight. They just did a whole bunch of bullshit to this character. The decay is less per bounce, so when you're bouncing your daggers between other whether it's your right click or your primary, it's doing more damage. It's not decaying as much. You're also getting less of a cooldown on the team up, which is your dash, and you're going further, and you're getting some shield like healing when you're in that dash. For 3 seconds, you're getting 20 healing per second. Yeah. What do y'all think about this change? Moon Knight was
all
terrible.
All 5 Moon Knight players are very happy about this, I'm sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw a tough edit of Moon Knight like teleport flash stepping on people and killing them on TikTok, and I was like, damn, that's kind of cool. Because you go legitimately invisible, so it's like you can fucking.
Yeah, you do.
It's pretty cool to like outplay people with it, but.
I think you'll actually see Moon Knight take off angles more and actually like harass backline with this. Like I think you'll actually have enough safety to be able to do that. Because I mean I don't even see Moon Knights. Like if I do, it's usually someone just throwing. Like because Widows take it and they can't throw on that.
Yeah, I've never seen Moon Knight this entire season.
Yeah,
you don't see Moon Knight.
It's crazy. Yeah,
so you might actually see him now. I could see it.
Maybe once or twice. Yeah. All right, next up is Phoenix, your favorite character, Light. Buffing the Sparks.
I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling.
Take it away.
Slight brand new day spoilers here, so mute the stream
whoa,
for 10 seconds.
No, I haven't seen anything. No,
For 10 seconds.
All right. Give me a thumbs up when you're done.
All right, I will. Okay.
I'm not listening.
When I saw Jean Grey in Brand New Day, I got PTSD.
No.
That's it. Like instant PTSD.
Okay, cool. All right, bad. So Spider-Man died.
Yeah, the timestamp.
I'm kidding.
The timestamp is what, an hour 19:45 seconds when you're editing. I got you.
Okay. I'm not editing. No, it's kidding. All right, cool. All right.
See the movie first before you edit.
Yeah, I'll watch the movie. The area damage from 12 to 15, the sparks up by 5, and the team up with Rogue, the telekinetic beatdown goes up by 10 damage. So I don't know what you said, but I don't actually think this makes Phoenix good enough to compete with like the best of the best DPS. Actually, like I know that it is a buff, but it feels like it's not a buff to the primary. I mean, the detonating sparks is a big deal, but I just don't think she matches up against Elsa, Hela, and Black Widow. What do you think?
I don't know. It depends on her breakpoints from range and stuff like that. Like if she could 2-tap or 3-tap you from certain distances is what determines the strength of the character. I still think she's like way stronger than people think when Rocket is being played. I think she's like always going to have value then, like into Rocket Groot. But I mean, it's just giving gun characters another option if any of their heroes ever get banned. It's like if you're a hit scan player, and let's just say that Phoenix is good now and Cyclops is good, okay? Like just bear with me. And let's say that Elsa and Black Widow get banned and ranked. You have 5 other characters. You have Bucky, you have Hela, you have Cyclops, you have Phoenix. 4 other options. What happens if you're a dive player, like a melee DPS player, and Daredevil and Black Cat are gone? But not even Daredevil. Black Cat's banned. What do you play now? Daredevil's your next best option, but he's just omega shit on by Elsa and by Bucky and by Thing and all that other shit. And then Daredevil, massive tier breakdown. There's nothing you can play. Everything is horrible. If you're God and you're feeling on Spider-Man, maybe him, but every other Magic's terrible. Iron Fist is terrible. They're both wet farts. They do nothing. Blade, horrible. CC'd immediately dies. Like, there's such a massive discrepancy, bro.
My problem with this change, because I don't agree with it, is like TeamCaptain said it at the start. Damage in the game is too high. I've been saying DPS all like across the board, like range ones probably need like anywhere from like a 5 to 20% DPS drop. So you look at someone like Elsa, that's a hero that probably could use a DPS nerf. They get a nerf, but it's not to their damage. Meanwhile, like Cyclops, Hela, like joke, laughable nerfs. So we're not bringing people down to their level. We just keep buffing the damage. So where's the compensation for the people who have to take that damage? Like said, the Blade or the Hulk. It's like I'm still at 700 health. This is going to make each game feel even worse for me. and it's just like, what are we doing?
And that's really why like characters like Magneto are just winning so much, is because they're like the few characters that can take on that level of damage, like
and fight back too.
I mean, what we're gonna see is like Hulks with bubbles that can't break. Like, you know, your bubble can break, your bubble won't break, and you're gonna have 200 more HP.
I'm C1 right now, bro. Like, I don't think people understand like how impossible it is right now to play non-thing brawl. Like you have to be so much better at the game to compete with just all the obnoxious damage. Like, you have to play you can't make a mistake. If you make a mistake, you lose. Like, and it's just getting worse. Like, it's just so frustrating to see as someone who like really likes to play certain heroes, and heroes that counter it getting buffed even more. But whatever. You know, she's not as good as Elsa, so we got to buff her.
Wolverine, so the rage he's gonna get when he takes damage is more. It's not gonna start as soon. It's gonna start at 5 seconds, the decay, and it's not gonna decay as much, 5 less per second. TeamCaptain, you might know a few things about Wolverine. What are your thoughts about this change?
I don't know why they're buffing Wolverine at all. I thought he was in a pretty good state, overall, but
I don't understand.
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, TeamCaptain, sorry to cut you off, but I feel like Wolf was so buggy this patch. Did you ever feel that? Like, half of your grabs people fall out of it. It felt so bad.
I feel like a lot of it was to do with the Gambit team up, and a lot of it was to do with, like, I feel like the servers, like, since the new patch have been horrible.
Fucking dog
like,
shit. Like,
super bad.
Yeah.
Like, hit regs, like, certain characters, like, especially characters that grab, like Wolverine, Angela, you can feel it a lot. Like, that characters teleporting around the place randomly is super weird. But yeah, this change, I think it's just going to make it, like, easier to retain your rage, obviously. I think it's going to be easier to get 100 rage. If anything, it's just going to make, like, dealing with Wolverine as a tank more annoying, because, like, if you shoot him, you're basically just keeping him more damage. But I don't know if it changes the character that much to the point where it's going to be insane. It's mostly just quality of life, if anything, to be honest.
Once again, I'm just left trying to figure out what the fuck is going on behind the scenes. Like you said, why did Wolverine get buffed? Like, what was the
super
reason
confusing
for it? I'm always trying to figure out what they're thinking, and I can never figure it out, to be honest with you.
I think they're trying to make him like more brainless, like more forgiving, just kind of frontline, just hit tanks in front of your healers and just say heal me. Like, I think they're trying to make him into that type of hero, not more like a pick type hero. Like, I really do.
I like Wolf's niche and being a melee option in front to back. I think that's like really nice. I don't think they needed to buff him at all. Just fix his bugs and he would have been fine.
I agree with that.
Last DPS is Scarlet Witch. Can we skip this?
No
one
one cares.
Yeah,
just no one cares.
I always skip Scarlet.
Still terrible. Like, just move on.
Okay.
Legit
Right.
don't matter.
All right,
Sorry,
cool.
guys.
She gives good team ups.
By the way, the rank 1 Scarlet Witch wants to get on the pod. They've been messaging me, so maybe we'll.
Who is that?
Okay.
I'm actually curious. Who's the rank 1 Scarlet?
I have it in my DMs. I forgot who it is, but.
Yo, hats off to them. That's like
Steve?
that's cock and ball torture every day.
DVD Steven. Yeah. Apparently he's really good at Scarlet Witch, and he's plays a really high elo. So I don't know. Hey, if they can make him work, respect to that. Like, shit, if you could play that character,
I respect
in high
it.
rank, like, and it's not gonna be
Biggest
me.
joke of the patch is the support section, bro. I don't know what
Yes.
you want about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Wait. Before we move on out of the duelist section, we gotta talk about the characters that weren't fucking on here. Like, you're not getting away. Black Cat, I'm not gonna lie.
No, Black Cat. Let me tell you how to fix Black Cat, okay? Because I agree,
She
Black
needs
Cat's
fucking
super
fixed.
toxic to play against. She should not be nerfed. She should be changed. If you're gonna have supports be as broken as they are, Black Cat needs to be strong as well. What they needed to do is they needed to fix her invis spam and her iframes. That's what's cancer and that everyone hates playing against.
Agreed.
But she also needs to have lethality back on her ult, and she needs to be good at cleaving people. Like, that's her niche. She's a dive character that you pick into triple support when people are sitting on top of each other, and she should be able to punish you stacking and cleaving. Like, her whip should be able to do it like more. Like, I would nerf the cost on the whip. I would make the iframes. I'd either give it a 4-second cooldown instead of 2, or I would give her like DR, like 80% DR or something. But she could still be
I completely
CC'd
agree.
in it. I would buff all of her shop items except the invis. I would nerf that to like 300 coin, increase the timer to like 3 seconds instead of 2, but there's an internal cooldown from when you can buy it. Like you can't keep buying it over and over and over again. There's like a 2-second window. But the orb needs to be reverted. The orb needs to do something. It's so worthless. The portal is fine. It just needs to be cheaper. The cleanse is fine. It just needs to be cheaper. And then what am I missing? The grounded needs to slow. It needs to be bigger and it needs to slow and it needs to be cheaper. Like this character should be a dive character that you can pick that brings your team a lot of utility. She's not as lethal as like a Spider-Man, but she has a lot more utility and she's much harder to kill.
I found it really funny when they did the massive fuck off like huge patch on Black Cat. They addressed none of the things that actually made the character toxic at all, and it just nerfed all the things that like no one was using.
They gave you even more of a reason to spam the invis. Like they nerfed the orb. They made everything more expensive except the invis. Yeah. Like it just made no sense. It's so stupid.
They basically just like amplified the brain dead playstyle, and basically like it. All like the portal plays, the using the fish to like ground people, like you're not like incentivized at all to use any of that part of the kit. It's super weird.
It's kind of what they want, I think.
Sadly,
I guess the other character to talk about that's not on this list is Black Widow. It's not on this list at all. Nowhere on this list. What do y'all think about them not changing Black Widow at all?
I don't know why they buffed her and like the
hotfix. They gave it 24 hours and immediately buffed her to be Thanos' second best DPS in the game.
What is with them hotfixing like that? I don't understand what they're doing.
I don't know.
She's a ginger with a gun, so.
A ginger with a gun, that's it.
Okay, fair enough.
Unlucky.
I mean, Bucky also didn't get any changes. I know that there's going to be some people from Silver in the comment section saying, why didn't Punisher get nerfed or changed or deleted or whatever? Any thoughts on any of those characters before we move on?
Punisher or Bucky?
Punisher or Bucky?
Bucky definitely needs nerfs to his Elsa team up. I think you could just spam abilities too often.
Delete Elsa, problem solved. There we go. No team up.
Honestly, yeah. I swear to God, like
the base for Bucky is still too strong. It just halves your cooldowns. Like it has to go. It needs to be nerfed by like 30%.
Once again, it's a fucking team up that doesn't require anything from you. Like, why do we keep doing these team-ups that are just nothing? Like
the craziest part to me is how easy it is to build up like that passive bar for Bucky and Elsa. Like, you literally have to do nothing. And you just get it. Yeah. It just happens.
Yeah,
like I literally shoot a tank like 5 times and it fills up one bar.
Like, I think that the Punisher team-up where he does the little arm thing. Like, it would be cool to live in a world where that type of team-up is good. Not the team-up that just gives you flat stat buffs, basically, is what it does. It's just like...
I've noticed that, like, every team-up that's just a passive is usually stronger than the team-ups that are, like, active abilities. Like, on average.
That should be the opposite. I think that should be flipped, probably. I don't know if...
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, to me, a team-up should never be... like a choice for optimization. It should always be like a playstyle preference, and that's what it seems like. Sadly, some of them are kind of like the Mantis one. That is just obnoxious.
Like, wouldn't it be cool if Bucky had two team up options? One of them is kind of like the one he has where it like increases it, like the Punisher one where it does it's like a combo thing that does more damage, and maybe his other one is like I don't know, like a little fucking barrel roll or like some slight mobility. So you could choose to be slightly more survivable or slightly more deadly, and that's the options. Not like, oh, this one's just strictly better and it just makes him better in every way and gives him less cooldowns and it's just fucking busted. Like, I don't know. I feel like they missed the mark on a lot of these team ups, but you know, maybe they'll adjust them in 10. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But okay, let's talk about the strategists, because we're here to trigger Light a little bit. So Gambit did this is a nerf to Gambit.
Fuck this team up, by the way. Fuck this fucking team up.
This team up is bullshit.
The best hero gets the best team up. It's just like a classic.
It actually strengthens his like one weakness, because like he was weak to dive.
It does.
And that was like, and now he's like not even really weak to dive, to be honest with you.
Whereas like, guys, Gambit has no dashes. He used both dashes. Oh wait, he's in a bubble that we can't get into. Never mind.
You talk about how weak Black Panther is. I've never seen a Black Panther look so pathetic than when I saw a Gambit put this bubble down while he was like pinned against a corner and he was just like stuck bouncing into the wall for like 5 seconds straight, just not being able to move, no tenacity. Like, there's a lot of cool ways you can use it. I actually think it's a cool ability, but yeah, I definitely think
This is a fucking ability that should be on a tank, not a support. Like, you can literally stick this in a choke and you can't even use the choke anymore because you're stuck.
Yeah, or
like,
a portal, or like
disgusting.
trying to leave a portal and you can't fucking leave the portal.
Yes.
Oh yeah. It's hard to see too. Like, maybe it's just I'm older, but
it should
like,
be on a. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Yeah.
I have never know when it's down. Like, it's very translucent.
If
To me, it's like a power crept cloak and dagger bubble. That's how I see it.
Why can't it be a single cast where you throw it and it boops people out? That's it. Why is it a fucking sitting there gonna perpetually boop over and over and over and over again? Because then, if it did a single boop, you could play make with it, right? Like, you could use it in the right moments.
This is support, bro.
Okay.
And the game revolves around supports.
He's right.
Like,
they get all this, all the
They
shiny
get the
new
best
toys,
team
man.
ups, so
But
the strongest
like, I
heroes,
don't
they
even think,
determine
like,
every game.
Here's my thing is, like, I don't even really think there's Gambit players. Like, the traditional support players that people like think about when they talk about supports, like, most of them are playing Invis and Luna and Cloak. No one is a Gambit main. NetEase is just stubborn about this fucking character, I swear. Like, I don't understand.
I fucking hate every Gambit main. Like, you know, every single Gambit main in high elo is always horrible at Gambit and they always get gapped. Every single game it happens. You get this guy, he's animated Gambit, he's like, guys, keep Gambit open, trust me, just keep it open. And then you play against like a pro player on support and he just completely runs this guy's
pro player
pockets.
off-rolling.
Off-rolling as well, yeah. Like, it's like a DPS player on Gambit and he
Happens
just
all the
absolutely
time.
runs this guy.
Yeah.
Jubilee. I think this is a primary single hit damage goes from 10 to 11 and single hit healing goes from 14 to 15. So buffs to Jubilee. Small buffs though, nothing crazy.
Well,
What do you think?
This
It
hero
might
is so
be-
selfish.
Yeah.
It's such a selfish character.
Maybe if Hood is broken and like you have the Jubilee Hood team up perma, like it's gonna be a lot more damage and healing.
Just
but,
more poke, more cheating.
Yeah.
we need more fucking just gun in this game actually.
Hood
Wait.
is gonna be like increasing the amount of front to back played. Like, he is uber front to back.
He just has
you
a
can't
BAP
play
window,
this
bro.
guy on anything else.
Yeah, he
He's a
Yeah.
BAP window. He
does
literally is a
have
BAP window.
So-
It's crazy.
Yeah. Let's actually use this moment to talk about the Hood, Gun Devil. How do y'all, what's y'all's thoughts about him overall? Besides, just,
I mean, I'm just excited to play another tank, to be honest. But like,
yeah.
when I was watching him, it's like the way you're gonna play him is gonna be super boring if you want to play him right. All you're gonna do is you're gonna shoot a tank until you hit your 100 stacks, and then you're gonna mag dump everyone with the like half devil demon form, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
Like,
take a turn around a corner with your window and the mag dump,
Yeah.
and you just chill, and then you shoot them, and then you go back behind a corner, and then you can flank with your ults, and then you sit there as like a Hela ult, but you're a tank, so when you come out of your ult, you just have your bubble and your fade, and then you run back to your team and drop your window. Like, it's just
I'm more interested in
I've-
the idea of playing this character wrong and just like fucking
Yeah.
inting on people with all my like
bro,
my.
I've
my ultimate.
never cared less about an early access patch my entire life. Like,
Really?
I could go and get like 300 viewers or something, 400 viewers, make a video on the new patch, clickbait the shit out of it, but I don't care. I actually don't care because the game is the same and the character is boring. It's actually just the most apathetic patch ever.
Are you having a better
I
time?
agree with the game. Like the problem is it's just going to be like the exact same meta, and the way the game is played right now is super boring, and the Hood is just going to amplify that if he is actually strong.
I'm
Gives
not
you some
optimistic. He's
variation,
a
at least.
range hero with a gun, so chances are
Hey,
he's gonna.
if I can play something else, like besides, the newness might carry me into 10.0 of this character. 'cause I'm
Yeah,
definitely gonna
I
work with this
agree.
character.
I completely agree. Like, I'm gonna have fun learning a new tank and playing a new tank, and I'm gonna actually have a different option playing like front to back swap. So at least there's that. But like, if I'm a DPS player, I'm fucking depressed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm just depressed if I play DPS right now.
I've accepted my fate this season, and I'd rather lose having fun than win playing meta. So I've just been playing Spider-Man like way more than normal.
Light would have.
You
Bro, I'm down
finally
to
see
chill.
things my way, bro.
I'm down to chill in the Celestial Coast. I know I'll get whatever rank. It just doesn't matter. The game, like the elo will come, but I'm just gonna fucking swing around and just like I'm just not doing it, bro. It's too boring.
You either die a meta slave or live long enough to see yourself become a Spider-Man player, man. There you go. Come full circle.
You're either having great fun on meta, or you become Jill.
No, I was moving though on the game before we like this podcast. No, like actually, we still lost, of course, but I was moving.
Nice.
So, like, I'm not trolling though either. I might upload that. That might have been like the greatest Spider-Man performance a human being has ever dropped, and we still lost.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Yeah, it does suck when that happens. Like you just lose because someone presses their Q at the wrong time.
We had Mantis, White Fox, and they had Luna too, so we lost.
A White Fox player, classic.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm right there with you though.
Bro, I had 2 games back to back of White Fox Jubilee backline against Invisible.
go.
Guys, you know White Fox and Storm are the same character on two sides of the different. Like White Fox is a broken hero that is gatekept by the gun meta, and Storm is a horrible hero that's enabled by the gun meta. But no one understands that, so they bitch and cry that they can't play White Fox in every situation 24/7. So they call for buffs and she gets it.
I completely agree with that, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, her White Fox is 40% win rate, and Mills was saying how much Mantis just steals the win rate of all the other supports who, if those heroes didn't exist, they would just take their place, almost, as far as like the win rates are concerned. Because like I agree, like White Fox is, like you play that hero for 20 seconds, you're like, oh yeah, this is clearly overpowered, like what she's able to do, but yeah, she just doesn't kind of work in how the games play out. But we'll get to her changes.
We'll see how this changes. But let's talk about Loki. So Loki, his primary, it's 20 meters per second faster. I think Loki's already in a pretty good spot, and they buffed him. Once again, I don't really get it, but because
I was speaking to one of my friends about this, and he said, like he saw this change, and he thought that like one of the devs are just making balance changes based on like the way some of their games are going. So like someone's on Loki, and he's just thinking, bro, I can't fucking hit my Star-Lord that's in the air right now. You know what? I'm just gonna add 20 more meters, so it's easier to hit my fucking Star-Lord that I can't hit in the air right now. I swear, like some of these changes just feel like it's a dev issue. Like a skill issue on the dev side, because like who's asking for Loki projectile changes? Like no one's having issues. You always just shoot the ground anyway, and get value that way.
I don't know.
That's why I have the spin the wheel theory.
Right there.
Yeah, I mean it really does feel like they just throw a dart at board, and then
what's the hero? Is it buff or nerf? What ability? And there we go.
Yeah, and then if they're ginger, like you have more like causes.
Like
to go
heat
through.
seeks, it's like favorite. It's like
what
karmic
What
dice.
am I looking at, Cat?
Do we not know what this is?
No, I got.
This
no
is
fucking idea.
the writers for Family Guy episodes. This was a South Park joke. They have manatees in a tank that just have these random idea balls that they just pick and put in the tube, and then that's what the episode will be about. That's what the devs are doing.
Buff and nerf balls, just
yeah.
I still, my theory, like, once again, this is the only logical theory that I could possibly think of, is that they have like 100 people on the balance team, and they all have different opinions on shit. So like they have like little mini groups, and like it's like, hey class, submit your balance ideas, and they just get like a whole bunch of ballots from like a lot of different groups, and it's just like he reads one, oh okay, we're buffing Scarlet Witch, okay, we're buffing Loki, like, and then like they're just applying it, and it's like there's no overarching direction. There's definitely not a fucking playtest.
You know what
team.
they actually do? Like unironically, what they actually do is they listen to feedback from social media. That's like without trolling or being hyperbolic.
Who complained about this though? Who complained about Loki?
I don't know. I don't like. I can't see. I can't see every social media post. But I know for 100% fact that that's how they balance. They look at their Discord, they look at Twitter, and they look at Reddit, and that's how they make their balance.
I swear it's
I've
mostly
been told
based
that
around
by
Reddit.
multiple sources who like have contacts with the devs that that's how they balance is by people complaining. So guys, if we want to make the game better, you have to complain more and be loud. It's because the support players are the loudest.
Yeah.
I'm not trolling.
I'm gonna be
I'm not
honest.
trolling.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
actually
public
the
service
reason.
announcement. Every other role has been sitting here taking it and just, you know what, guys, we'll adapt. We'll figure it out. No, we need to go on strike too. We need to adapt and go to the cry meta. It's time to get on social media and complain.
I'm not. I'm just not doing that. Like, I don't give a fuck how bad this game is. Like, I'm not turning into like.
You need to sell out.
I swear it's like
You need to sell out.
This is our strike
because
right here, the
the
podcast.
reality is I don't give a fuck how bad Thor is. I'm still playing him. Like, I don't care. Like, I just don't care. I'm not gonna complain. Like, I'll bitch about my ultimate when it's trash, but like, I just don't care.
I swear it's like a very vocal minority that always
it 100%
dictates it.
is.
It is.
Some of the things we have suggested on this podcast have pretty much like word
One
for
for
word
one,
made it into
yeah.
the game. Like
Multiple
the
times.
regenerative
That's why I
health.
started the bingo meta. I don't care what anyone says. I started that shit. I got the logs.
No, we're stealing it from you. We're doing it.
No, it's broken. It's broken.
so
The
sick.
bingo meta of trying to predict what the devs will do. Like you think what the game needs, and then you do the opposite, and you'll get a bingo.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is our last change on the thing. White Fox buff 500 less cost on ultimate after casting. Automatically applied the Blessed by Nines effect to all allies within a 10-meter radius for 3 seconds. Blessed by Nines gives 40 healing per second, gives life steal on the people, and gives unstoppable to everybody that's applied. So I just want you to just like visualize this. Like a White Fox jumps in with a Venom and a Cap, or Venom and a Hulk or whatever, activates this ultimate, and none of them can be stopped. They're all unstoppable.
I can't
They be
visualize
CC'd.
Venom or Hulk or Cap.
Okay,
being
all
played,
right,
I'm
all
sorry.
right.
Bro, I was just mostly thinking like Strange is going for ult and she just presses Q and he gets zero value just off that. Like
Thank
I
God
swear
we
that's so
know
depressing.
Yeah,
Or like
but
Groot?
but hey, you can counter.
If
thing,
she
I
ulted a
guess.
Groot ult,
Like,
are we all free?
Yes, unstoppable.
I don't think it cleanses, right?
No, but no,
It
no, no,
doesn't
no, no, no,
cleanse.
not inside, not inside. But you could, if you do it in response, if you're quick and you hear it, you press
If
it.
you
Are
do it
you sure?
before,
Are you
It's
sure it doesn't
yeah,
cleanse?
it doesn't cleanse. It just gives unstoppable. I'm pretty sure.
You guys were talking about them listening to the complaints on social media. Let me add a little context for this one for those of you who don't remember. Remember when White Fox was on the test servers, like pre-patch, where people were trying out the new things, and a lot of the people just watching from the outside, their favorite content creators playing the hero is like, we're already giving buff ideas that they could have for this hero, and one of the ones they landed on was the White Fox ult seems cool, but it should just give CC immunity to everyone. And everybody was like, no, she's fine, she's totally balanced. It's nice that we finally have a support ult that isn't just completely overtuned, overpowered, and lo and behold, like 2 patches later, 3 patches, they give it to her anyway.
No,
Like-
I'm telling you, the days of this game even trying to not be power crept are over. Like we're not nerfing a thing ever again. Like not really.
Like they don't understand. Like the reason why White Fox is bad right now is just because like other things are strong. Like it's got
Exactly,
nothing to do with the actual strength of the hero itself. They don't have to actually buffer. They just need to bring other people down. That's
So
all they
what
have to do.
happens? What happens when eventually those characters like they release another like let's say Nightcrawler is the prime Black Cat level or whatever, right? And she comes in and he comes in and disrupts the game or whatever, and guns are worse, and then they also buff dive or something like that. And now White Fox is just like Omega Thanos because she was power crept to be able to be played and poke, and now she's even better because everything is dive, so you have to play White Fox 24/7, and it's just like we don't need every hero to be good at every situation. Like we can have White Fox be an anti-dive support, like that's completely fine, and she should be bad into guns. It's like what they did with Thing. They just homogenized Thing and just made him broken into everything instead of making him broken into dive.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Fully agree.
well said.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that like what do you think they could do to like force the dive meta? Like what would they have to do? What do you
They have to buff dive tanks. They have to nerf support team ups. They have to nerf Bucky and Elsa. They have to nerf damage overall. They have to buff Black Panther, Magic, Iron Fist, Spider-Man. Am I missing a melee DPS?
I don't know if they have to do that much for all.
They have
of
to
this.
nerf Daredevil and Black Cat as well. because
Nerf?
there would be such a if you like bring down the hit scans and bring down the supports, Daredevil and Black Cat would just run the game. So you have to bring them down too, but you have to bring up the shit melee DPS. So there's like a competition. There's like a niche. Like Spider-Man should be played on open maps as a dive character that kind of just ignores the rules of the game, and he just swings to your back line and he doesn't really care. But if you're playing on a map where there's like it's more CQC, Daredevil's going to be a lot better because his wall hacks will be like permanently up, and there won't be people who are out of your range. You don't get poked out before you can get there. You don't have to commit your cooldowns to close the gap. You have more brawl potential. You can stay in for longer. Like there should be different reasons why you pick these characters, right?
Yeah, I mean, Black Blade and Black Panther have just been non-factors for so long. If they just made those actual like viable dive characters, you would have like more options. Like
I don't even think Blade needs to be. I think Blade should be like.
I don't think it needs to be.
You don't want
Blade should be, in my eyes, he should be like what Wolf kind of serves as like a melee-esque option in front to back, and he should be able to sit there and just like hyper sustain against low damage comps like triple support.
I feel like sometimes he feels like he could very easily they're going to turn him into Pokeslop. I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel like he's like one more failed buff away from them just saying, all right, fuck it, we're going to buff the gun and make him Pokeslop.
Hell no, they ain't ever doing anything to Blade, bro.
You don't think so? No.
They hate
I
Blade.
think honestly, Blade's in a good spot right now, like overall. Like
He's
compared
balanced,
to where he was before.
and that's his problem. He's just balanced. He's like Punisher.
Yeah, he's just balanced.
That's why he's not good.
What is his let's see.
I'm going to be most of the win rate here, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And I ain't contributing much.
Team captain with Blade is me with Spider-Man. We just get bored of playing Mag, fucking Elsa, Bucky, so you just pick the fun character every once in a while.
Bro, the fucking Moon Knight team up is so fun though. I actually like it.
Yeah.
I think it adds a bit of like depth to the kit.
Highest win rates these are like low pick rate. Like Elsa, just like high pick rate.
I mean, DD and Black Cat being the highest is just because like all the people that play them are like specialists. Like they only play these characters and they're like very good at them.
All right.
I mean, they can honestly special.
They're on a special list.
Low pick rate is indicative of they're playing them only in specific situations as well, and not like playing them like in every situation. We can't see ban rates
fucking
here,
Elsa's
but
pick for it. Like,
this character
disgusting.
would be. I mean, she's banned it. It's like a very dramatic, like very high rate.
Look at the pick rate for DPS.
Like high? Yeah, Bucky.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
but according to
it's
like
the
this
top
data,
4, gun every game, gun, and Spider-Man because he's Spider-Man, and not because he's
And
good,
the
it's because
movie.
it's fucking Spider-Man in the
and
movie.
it's Spider-Man,
Like,
yeah.
Movie just came out.
I mean, like,
too.
Yeah.
according to this stats, like Black Widow and Hela are a lot better than Bucky. Because like this is pretty close in pick rate, but like quite a bit higher in win rate. But I think
I mean,
like,
that you know why that is though? It's because every DPS's player fallback here was Bucky. Like, I'm having a shit game on Spider-Man. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go Bucky then. I'm having a shit game on.
yeah, I mean, he gets a lot of value
like
for a
DD.
little.
Go Bucky.
I mean, that's true, but I mean, he's still losing though. Like even in spite of that, like not like Black Widow. I think Black Widow is pretty easy too. She's getting like a lot. Like, oh wait, let me look at like Grandmaster. See, Grandmaster is closer.
Gun.
Like the lower in rank you go, the higher Bucky win rates typically get. See.
Wait, look at the guns. Look at the guns. Look at the guns at the pick rate. Look every rank. Gun.
It's just because like good Black Widows typically counter good Buckies, and good Hell is the same.
No,
way.
Mills, you need to go to GM to Diamond to Plat and look at the top 5. 4 gun, 5 gun.
Bro, why the fuck are they playing Namor in Diamond? Can we talk about this? What the fuck?
Because he shits on bad flankers, I guess.
5 gun again.
But
5 gun.
Look, like everyone's picking Cyclops and just losing at every rank. It's actually hilarious. Like they care. They're not winning it. They're not winning any games. Like they're just losing.
That's probably why their win rates are so low too. Is like,
Oh my God.
these characters are omega broken.
Holy shit, dude.
Bronze is such like a drastic shift. The fuck.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane, actually. Yeah. Pick
They're
rate,
so
like-
popular and they're so
Wait,
omega
what
broken
about
that their win
strategists?
rates just
Look in
aren't like
here.
tanked.
Strategists.
Oh my God.
Like, dude, Luna fucking Snow, bro. Holy shit. Yeah, she was also not changed. Like,
Yeah, they didn't
Like-
change the cleanse.
like
Why
I know
did
a
they
lot
ever
of
get rid
people hate
that?
Cloak and Dagger, but to me, Luna Snow's the fucking like this.
Wait,
You,
I wanna-
I'm still not used to the cleanse because it's so fucking
It's so
comically
corny.
dumb. Like
Yeah,
I've
it's
grew
dumb.
ulted Lunas multiple times and I'm like, What just happened? Oh wait, she has a fucking cleanse.
I thought it was lagging the first like multiple
It's not
times.
even the enhanced one either. It's the base one.
It's the basic one. At
Yeah.
least make it enhanced, but like even then, it's like you get a fucking second stun. Like that's good
Wait,
enough
why?
on its
Yeah.
own.
Well, I wanna say something because someone in my chat just said, "Why am I so anti-gun?" People clearly like them, and I want to clear this perception up about me. I do not hate guns. I don't hate any specific character or role. Well, in actuality, I complain about them, but my issue is that the meta in the game is so top-heavy that it suffocates the rest of the roster. Variety is what is important more than anything, and everyone knows that intrinsically because it's why we all play hero shooters, is for the variety. It's why we can all play these games for thousands of hours, is because every game is different. No one would play any video game if it was just you sit main like it's 1776 and you shoot each other and then you die and then you walk forward and shoot each other and you die on a hill. It's why there's different roles, there's different characters with different abilities on different maps. Like, variety's everything. It's why people play different games. It's everything. So when you show up to a game and it's the same 5 fucking characters for months at a time that are 10 times more consistent and better than the rest of the roster, it gets stale and boring. And it should not be to where one archetype of character is favored over the other. There should be balance because not one person's subjective feeling or desire to play a character should be greater than another one. Like, a Scarlet Witch's desire to play Scarlet Witch should not make it to where, like how do I word this? A Scarlet Witch player, their desire to play the character does not matter more or less than the person who plays Hela. Now, is it better for Hela to be better than Scarlet Witch? Yes, because she's more skill expressive, and it's less toxic to play into because Scarlet is so much more accessible. But that doesn't mean that Scarlet should be completely pissed dog worthless and never played in any situation.
Yeah.
Like, we should always aim for every single hero in the game to have a place, even if the harder ones should be better.
Her little stun bubble, just make
I
bullets
agree
not go through that.
Yeah, you could do so many different things, but I'm so bored of reading my chat and people just saying, Light, you hate guns, you just want the game to be dive, melee, slop. Like, no, I want there to be variety. I'm okay with Elsa and Hela and Namor and Bucky having a place in this game. It's just the entire place. They own the fucking building, bro.
So what you're saying is we're never going to see NRA Light. I'm glad you got that one.
I was like, let's give him a political speech right now.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
No, and it's just like, I think that happens at every rank where there are just like certain characters that just like, they've just been too good for too long, and there just needs to be more variety, bro.
I agree, by the way, but on the flip side, I think there's some characters that should like I'm perfectly happy with Hawkeye staying down here forever.
100%, but Hawkeye shouldn't even be in that state. Like, he shouldn't have a one shot. Just buff his entire kit, remove his one shot.
Yeah, but like if it like this can be like rework resting territory. Like, if you haven't finished a rework on a character, keep them here. Like, just keep them down here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Rework.
You can shelf BP, but we can't take it much longer. Like, he's been shelved for a minute. We're getting dust on the book here, guys. We got a little spark of life with the team up, and they immediately shot him again.
The frustrating thing with BP is he's not like fucking like it's okay if Squirrel Girl stays down here forever because she's not like she doesn't have a high skill ceiling, but like BP does have a much higher skill ceiling, and he has more skill expression.
This meta should be the most supreme Omega Squirrel Girl. Like, we should see Squirrel Girl at breaking spawn holds, bro. Like, if they're playing triple tank, triple support, that's where you pick Squirrel Girl.
I agree with that. Yeah,
Agreed, yeah.
I feel
she shouldn't
she should
be
a
universally
solution.
pickable. But she should be a solution to shit like that, yeah.
Like, the amount of times that the enemies just, like, bunker in some place and you can't push them out. I swear Squirrel Girl could be such a nice answer to that.
But she's so bad that it just doesn't matter. Her ult is worthless and she just dies to everything. And that's the problem, bro.
Her kit makes no sense to me. It feels like she should be like a character like highly based in burst damage, but the only burst damage she has is on a primary fire and the ult. Like, I feel like her right click should. I just want Junkrat because I used to play Junkrat in Overwatch, but hey,
and Junkrat was sick with high skill expression. Like, he had a very high skill ceiling.
Yeah, Junkrat.
But when I came to this game and Squirrel Girl was like the Junkrat archetype, I was actually kind of depressed because like I love Junkrat.
Although I fucking hated Junkrat, bro. That motherfucker can explode his mines outside my deflect on Genji, and I fucking hated it, bro. Like, I could never.
That was Junkrat was my main when I played Overwatch for like a month, and then I stopped.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude.
Good man. Good man.
Hell yeah.
Except his tire was
Jake is in
corny.
your house with a rip tire. Let's fucking go.
His tire was so corny, bro.
Joel.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh. But oh wait, I didn't look at the fucking Vanguards. The Vanguard. All right.
Yeah.
It says 31%. But like, is that? Oh, this is unmirrored, I think, right? Or
No idea.
yeah, I think it's
But let's
unmirrored.
just
That's a lot.
appreciate
He's
it.
only played-
31% win rate.
Bro,
When
look
he's
at
open,
this
he's played.
fucking look at this shit. It's
And
so
then they buffed him. Look at
stupid.
this. They saw this and were like, we need to buff him.
Yeah,
Like what?
it's ridiculous.
And
And
then,
then Thing should never be good, bro.
this is my problem with the game is this fucking character. Like I hate this character so much.
He's
I
so
hate-
brain dead.
I hate him. He's so.
I'm surprised his thing win rate's that low. To be honest.
It's,
I mean, he's picked a lot. He has picked a high percentage.
Yeah.
He's not like being picked and choosed as much. But the crazy thing is he's this good in a meta where he shouldn't be. Like there's poke everywhere. Magneto, fucking Bucky, Elsa. Like he shouldn't be good in a meta that's like this, but he is.
Yeah.
He
should be
The thing is,
horrible.
the reason why he's
he
good.
should be horrible.
The reason why he's good in a meta like this is because everyone just stacks as 6 people and walks in one direction. And Thing is very good into that because they can't like take angles on him. They have to walk towards him, you know? It's like a Groot as well. Groot is really good if the enemies have to walk towards him because then he can wall them off. That's why Thing is so strong right now because no one is using the map. They're all just walking down one fucking lane with 0 brain cells, just shooting one direction. And the whole goal is to kill their tanks. That's the only goal. You can't go into their backline because you die. You can't try and go on a flank and kill their DPS because you die. You just have to shoot the tanks.
Oh my, Thor 53.5 win rate? Nerf. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
just fucking nerf
Thor
the
is
character,
broken.
bro. No,
Nerf
this-
him. Now.
Yeah. I fucking.
So how do you explain that then? Like, what's
This?
the
Well, this is Celestial and above. Like, if we looked at Eternity only, I'm pretty sure it'd be a lot lower. But
So it's just he's
Guys,
just picking him when he's
like,
good.
I think
well, like against
something-
bad mags, like Thor is like he actually hard counters mag, like bad mags. You could just kidnap him over and over again.
Something people
mean-
need to think about and consider is this data is collected from the worst matchmaker in the history of all time.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so like, despite win rates like not even mattering all that much, like they matter, of course, and you should use them in your decision making when talking about the game or balancing it. But there's a lot more nuance that comes to it. But it's especially so in this game with how horrible the matchmaker is. Like, you can get to like whatever rank if you drop enough games in and you're consistently performing. And most of the time, Thor players are always fucking champion Thor one-tricks. So they load into their Celestial 2 lobbies, they get their dub, and then the moment they play against human beings, they get shot at and lose instantly. But it's okay because they just keep flipping over and over and over again, and eventually they have over a 50% win rate, so we end up here.
Let's
But
go.
that's not an indication of the character being good.
You know, I think a lot of it's to do with Light. I think a lot of people don't know how Thor's kit works, and that is the reason why they lose to it. Like, if you go against something like you're super unfamiliar with, like you don't really know the counterplay towards it. I think that's the reason why Peni especially has such a high win rate, like in every season that she's been played. It's because
Yeah.
no one knows really how to play into Peni effectively, because she's
Yeah.
such a weird character.
It's like Black Panther and lower elos. People just don't understand to just like pick Angela and run at him, pick Daredevil and run at him. If you
Yeah.
hear him, just like anticipate that he's coming in. Don't use your cooldowns before he's in.
I think it's a bit of that. I think Thor is like one of the best examples of just kind of being like a stat check hero, where it's like if you can cycle through your shields enough, you can kind of just stay alive indefinitely and just live wherever you want to fight, pretty much. But once you have enough of an aim threshold like reached, like a certain skill level, like you just can't play the game
can't
anymore.
play it, yeah.
So it's just about making the choice
Yeah.
to swap to those heroes, or can you?
I actually,
Yeah, I mean,
bro, I actually think Thor is a character that's also just a victim of the meta. Like, if there was a much less damage in this game, he would be so good.
Oh
Yeah, I swear to God,
no,
they
he
would be.
would. Yeah,
Yeah.
the healing, the self shields is insane. Like one thing I'll say is like, Thor is a DPS, and like I think he's better than most DPS. Like he's not better than like the Elsas and the Helas and the Black Widows and the Winter Soldiers, but like he's fucking better than Punisher. I'm sorry, like he's better than Namor. He's better than Phoenix.
I don't think he's better than Punisher, bro.
No, I
don't think he's better than Punisher.
I think Punisher's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like
No, Punisher's fine, bro.
look
He's
at
alright. He's got his place.
he's like not winning. Like he requires an entire team to play around him. Like he's a conduit to win from a good team, but like
He
he's
has like
not,
more use cases than Thor does, though. That's the
I mean, he's
thing.
not winning
Like,
more
Thor
than Thor,
has.
though. Like, look, they're picked about the same percentage, and he's winning 44.6%.
Yeah, but how many
And-
times
and
how many
Thor is
times do
winning
you
more
see
by a
a
lot.
Punisher one trick versus a Thor one? Like, I think people who pick Punisher because the character is so easy are just like
I mean,
they're flexing to it for like they're off rolling, or they're just picking it to fucking throw the game because
regardless
they're bored
of whether
and it's
they're
just
off
Punisher,
rolling
like,
or
they just
not,
wanna-
like the average Punisher is just doing a lot less than the average Thor by the numbers.
Which I think so. Like Punisher's impact on the game is much less than Thor. Like he can't really carry the game, but you pick Punisher to just like when you need damage, like damage it. Like I pick Punny if the enemy team is on like Thing Hulk,
right.
and you just win.
Yeah, but he's
you
good
know,
as
like-
I think he's more niche than people think he is. I would say. I think people try to just fucking play him in every situation.
That's the best way to put it. He's more niche than people think. Yeah, but he's not weaker than Thor.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, in the spots that he's like, yeah, I agree. Just like, yeah, Thor's a bit more flexible.
Plus, Mag is Omega Turbo broken in every single game, so Punisher's worse.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Thor is actually good against Mag, and Punisher's bad against Mag. So that could also explain. Like, Mag is picked at such a dramatic rate. Like, your matchup against Mag matters. Like, the way your character interacts directly with Magneto matters because he's played in every fucking game. Which is insane. But yeah, wait, real quick. Last thing I want to do, I just want to look.
Oh
at
wait,
consoles.
I kind of want to see console too. Actually,
I want to see
Where's
Celestial
Magic?
above
Best hero in
console.
the game?
Well, the pick rate
Oh,
is
wow.
still Mag, but it's not as high. Wait, Invis is second most? Wait, is that the same? That's not the same for. Wait. Luna. Oh my God, they like flip because Luna's aim centric.
Where's Magic on console, bro? I'm so curious.
Let's look at DPS. Duelist. Oh, Bucky is still fucking terrorist.
Wow.
No Magic.
Dive dominate. Yo,
but
guys,
Magic
Dive
is
dominates
winning a lot.
console, but
Magic
it's still
is
like.
winning a lot though. But yeah.
I'm wondering if Elsa's so
I've
high.
done it.
Look at the top 4 heroes in console. It's fucking console, and it's still gun, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Actually,
like for console.
I was not expecting this. Wait, can I see the brawl tanks? Because Elsa's really high.
Tanks, yeah.
Oh wow. Wait,
Oh,
okay, it was supposed to say it was flipped.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well.
What the fuck? Strange? Why are we playing Strange so much, guys? Hello?
I don't know. Wait, Thor's actually winning less on
Yeah,
console.
see,
How
the
does
brawl
that
is-
make any sense?
Well,
How is
Hulk
Thor
and
winning
Thing are
less?
higher. Hulk and Thing are higher.
You know,
I guarantee
I think
you
I know
Luna's
why
winning
Coach
less,
Mouse.
too.
Because the
Oh, the
Thor players
180.
in consoles can't do the
Yeah, you're
spin
fucking
move.
100% right. Yeah,
They
yeah.
can only go like this.
That's
Yeah,
gotta be
I
it.
swear that portal map, I have like a 75% win rate on the portal map. I can just kidnap people through and then take them through with me on the portal.
I think that's the only reason why Thor is actually good is because of displacement. Like, people don't
Yeah,
understand like how much displacement is super broken in ranked because it's unorganized. So if you just take someone out of position, they're fucking dead. Like, no matter what they do.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah. So we're all
It's
in
the Roadhog
agreement.
effect.
Buff Thor is what we're in agreement of. No, I was kidding. I think I actually like.
Buff is out.
That's all I want is I just want his ult to not feel like terrible, but yeah, that's.
I guarantee you guys, if these characters like Thor and Daredevil and like Black Cat and shit like that, if they had the same pick rates as the gun characters, their win rates would be significantly lower.
Oh, I 100% agree.
Like
100%.
significantly.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree.
I think a lot of the time the pick rate matters more than the win rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like in the rare cases of characters like Magneto that have both high a pick rate and a high win rate, you just know that there's a big problem.
They're just Omega broken, yeah.
Yeah. It's.
Yeah, I mean, in Viz, a couple patches ago, pick rate was over 50%, and
Wow.
still over 50% win rate. And now she's like, I mean, she's kind of flying under the radar right now, but people probably would say she's not even like one of the top supports.
It's guys, do you ever hit tab and you think to yourself, man, I don't want this support on my team? Like, almost never. It's like combinations of supports, but it's like every support has a place.
So I don't understand. Maybe people maybe
Jubilee,
this, I
or
think
like
this character's
Heal
better.
Pool.
I
Jubilee,
think that's
yeah.
I think that sub pool is better than this, but I don't know.
He's too hard. He's too hard. Support
Is
players
that
are
It's
just
why?
too
terrible.
hard, yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
this character, when played perfectly, is actually insanely strong.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, it's because like the thing that makes him insanely strong is like being able to build up fast. But I think his neutral is dog shit
But I
compared
don't.
to other supports.
Maybe compared to others. Like I feel like his right click when you buff it is like it does so much damage. Like you're just so lethal. But maybe that's not.
You can only
That's
play
not
him on
right.
attack as well. Like on defense, this character is completely dog shit.
Hey, Light.
Like,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, if you're playing against a support pool and you're attacking, right? All you have to do is as soon as he ults, just walk backwards and then go in after, and then he can't play the game. All of his value is just gone.
Who do you think is going to be the lowest rated support, and where would they be on the tier list? Like, because
This patch or
the
next
patch coming up here, because I really don't think there's a support. Like, if you were really trying to balance or measure heroes' power just based off of like how valuable they are to have on the team, I
Jeff
know
is the
tier
worst.
lists like to
Jeff
have
is the worst.
It's fucking Jeff.
It's Jeff for
Jeff. Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Because even though Jeff is just a dive character, and dive is terrible, so. And if you just pick Groot, who's in like every game, Jeff is just so fucking
Although-
worthless.
I feel like Jeff is a little bit better in Brawl than White Fox. It's like, is White Fox gonna is her buffs gonna make her strong enough to actually, like,
Well, White Fox, like, people are still gonna play dive characters in ranked. I know I fucking am. And like, you just
That's
pick
true.
White Fox, and it's just like, you just can't
Just-
do anything anymore.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. This patch is going to be.
What is
we'll get through it.
So now that we're through, the tier list and everything, I'm curious about y'all's opinion about the state of the game and the future of the game. Let me see if I can stop sharing this. And like, I still think that we're in a much better spot than we were 9.0. Like, even in spite of these changes, like before 9.0, I didn't really know what the future for this game would hold, and after 9.0, I'm pretty optimistic about the future of the game. Now they're not nailing everything right. I think this patch notes is dog shit, but I'm more optimistic about the game than I was in 8.0, 8.5, especially fucking 6.5. Last time we had you on TeamCaptain, I think the meta was completely dog shit, and I didn't really know what was going on. So I don't know. What's y'all's opinions?
I'm way less optimistic now. We had the perfect version of the game at 9.0 day one. They've released a hotfix, made it worse. It showed that the direction they wanted the game to be, whatever a broken clock is right twice, that's kind of what happened. I think they released the game perfect by accident, and then they're just like, oh, wait, we kind of messed up. And this change is farther away. I mean, this patch to me is an F, and the game is just going to continually get less and less balanced, and they'll occasionally have good patches, but to me it's one step forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps back, 1 step forward, and it's just going to keep getting worse in my opinion. I've lost full hope with this patch. I'm going to still play it because it's fun, but yeah, I just went and got some edibles for the new patch, so we're going to be ready to go. We're going to be ready to go, boys.
I feel like a lot of like what you're saying, I think is less to do with the hotfix, and it's mostly just like everyone figuring out what was like wrong with the patch over time. And what I mean by that is, I mean like the really, really good players found out what was strong, and then that sucks the fun out of the patch. Like, people found out that Ultron Peni team up was broken, less fun. People found out that the Luna Snow team up with White Fox was good, less fun. Adam Warlock was broken, less fun. And it kind of adds on as people discovered more. I think the big one was people figuring out that Thing was broken, and I called that from day one, that Thing was going to be busted. And then as soon as people caught on, guess what? People just have less fun in ranked because everyone's just running Thing because it's easy.
Yeah,
win,
but
you know?
if it was dive, I think I would still be having fun. Like, if I could fucking play Venom, Thor. I mean, it's still reasonably powerful. I'm not too worried about it, but
I get what you're saying, TeamCaptain. I also get what you're saying, Mills. My argument to that is that like this patch has moved farther away from being equal, in my opinion. Like, a couple good changes, but just a total lack of like understanding with like a lot of these supports. So to me, it's moving farther and farther away. And like, to answer your point, I was willing to accept that we were going to get to a point where 9.0 we were all going to be like, okay, we know what the broken stuff is. Now let's fix it. We're at that point, and then we're not fixing it. So I'm like very pessimistic. So I think they might eventually do it. I mean, I do think they actually watch this podcast. And other forms of like media. So I'm going to keep giving my opinions and bringing people like you guys on to voice yours. But to me, oh man, it's like they just can't help themselves. They just can't do it. They just can't help themselves. They just keep making bad changes. They just somewhere in there's a disconnect that's just not working.
I swear I've been like everyone knows I've been critical of the devs for a very, very long time, and I want to say this in a manner that is like completely unhyperbolic and like super, super serious, because I tried the approach I'm about to give now at the start, at the beginning of what like I actually think should happen, but when I was like much smaller, so people didn't know me as much, but basically I think that this game really, really has the potential to be like the best game like ever, and it could still be the best game ever. It's like literally the only game of its type where it is a actual hero shooter. Like it's not its own IP. It has like basically 100 years damn near of material to draw from, and all of these iconic characters that people have developed like deep emotional attachments to. Like the entire world loves Spider-Man, like so on and so forth. Like he's, you know, like it means like a lot to a lot of different people, and it's just very, very frustrating to see the potential in something, and it just like patch after patch after patch, it doesn't. It just gets worse and worse in a sense, and I feel like maybe it's because my role, like as in flex DPS, being like the characters that are more melee centric, has historically been the weakest role. Has got me to a point where I've been jaded. But this game, in the DPS role in particular, I think has always been top heavy towards the gun characters. And it's not my disdain or bias against guns that makes me feel that way. It's just an objective fact that like Jean Grey, Elsa, Hela, like historically these characters have always been stronger and had more agency over the DPS role than all the other characters that are within it. Like the tank role pre-season 9 was amazing. It was really, really, really good, and I'll give them credit there. And even the support balance was really, really good. Like the supports were way too strong as a role collectively, but the supports in the role individually relative to each other, minus Gambit Mantis, were relatively the same power, which is great. It has always just been gun here, everyone else is like lower or down here. And yeah, sometimes you get a wolf patch, you get a DD patch, you get like a black cat or whatever. But I'm talking the aggregate historical. Since the alpha, which is what I've been playing, it's been the same relative playstyle that has been overwhelmingly strong, and I'm bored of it. I don't want dive to be super omega hard meta. I just want it to be better, and I want the gap to be closed between the poke and the dive conversation.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I always felt like tanks are all playable, supports are all playable, and DPS is just like...
There's just so many bad ones.
7 that are playable, maybe.
Yeah, there's just
it's funny when like I see that a lot where like supports on X will complain about how many DPS there are, and it's like y'all actually have more playable supports than DPS do.
Yeah, there are unironically more supports in the game that you can actively play and have a stronger chance of winning the DPS, and there's like 30 DPS. Like it's.
I'm kind of at the point where we've brought this up a few times. Like just give us separate balancing at this point. You know, get one of your lead devs to just be someone like a bridge from the community. You know, goes the podcast. Maybe like we start a Discord of just like balance change ideas. I mean, we kind of already have the Clear Comms Discord. Just do separate balancing for ranked at this point. Like it's just they're so far off from like what they need to be doing if they're worried about like the higher ranks. That's kind of where I'm at. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts, Mills. Like where you think we're at.
Well, first let me talk about like I want to respond to the separate bounce patch. It's hard because I think that's the only way to be on the same bounce patch is the only way to connect like the high rank and the low rank ever. Like if you're ever trying to, like I know that like for me personally, I'm not really that interested in watching pro play. But when I do watch it and when I am interested in watching it, it's to watch people play the heroes I play. And like if you remove that. Unless it's like you're talking like high elo, low elo, like different balance patches?
No, just ranked and not ranked.
Oh, ranked and not ranked. Okay, I could see that. It might.
For the record, I don't want this either. But like to me, it's the lesser of two evils at this point. Like I just these patches are awful, man. They're terrible. They're so bad.
Yeah. I mean, my problem Because I gave a lot of benefit of the doubt to the devs with 9.0 because it's like, hey, they've been super taxed working on this big team up rework, so the future balances are going to be better. And I thought that the team up system would make them easier because they have more time.
It's different teams, bro. Like they've been having a different team work on that for a while. They said that on their dev blog that they've been wanting to do it for like a year. Maybe it's some of
their talented talented bouncers.
And they cooked like I mean, it was
9 was a cook. Like it was a cook. It was definitely gonna be broken no matter what when people figured things out. But like exactly like Captain Coach said, like there are clear characters that are sticking out, and they're not interested in touching those characters at all.
Yeah. It's just like I want to be positive about a couple of things first because we've been like negative about the current state of the game. The skins and the optimization patch that they're doing where it's like taking away what is it, like 40 gigs if you're on PC is amazing. Like that's really, really good. They need to fix the server lag and the technical issues, like all the stuff that isn't like up for debate. Like the technical state of the game needs to get better. The match quality, regardless of how you feel about EOMM or in-match or whatever you want to call it, I don't really care what you believe in, but it feels terrible. And I think everyone can agree damn near that it feels terrible. The technical state is like no one's going to argue with me there, I think. I know the balance and the matchmaker are more subjective, but I did want to use the opportunity, Mills, to like talk about and address this whole conversation about balance being objective and subjective. And that was like the main thing that me and Flats like really got into, and I wanted to clarify that wasn't a 5-hour video on like what that means in like just like a quick 5 minutes. I think that people, like a person's experience within a certain elo in a certain game in a certain meta is subjective, but there's an objective truth to the strength of a character in a game when the character's potential is being actualized. So if you have a character like Elsa Bloodstone, let's just say arbitrary, she has 1,000 points of skills that needs to be actualized for her to be the best character in the game. And if you're a plat player, you're only getting 400 points of value. So her potential is never actualized to make her the best character in the game, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. She is objectively the best DPS in the game because she has the best tools in the sandbox relative to the other heroes to have the most impact to win the game. It's like an analogy that I used in that video was, let me just share my screen with you guys so you can see my glorious MS Paint if you can see it.
Yep, I can see it.
You guys can think of like the perfect meta for every rank in every game always exists. Now, everyone doesn't always know what that is, but everyone's trying to find it, right? So we could just say that this gold coin right here is like the perfect means of what we're looking for, okay? And then all of this dirt right here that we're looking for the coin is like people's opinions, skill level, the rank, just like time for people to figure out like what's good or whatever, right? This gold coin always exists, but all the convoluted stuff that makes it hard to find it is the dirt, right? And we're all diggers. Everyone in the game that plays to win is a digger, and they're trying to find where this coin is. But the coin's existence never changes. It is always there. There's always a perfect meta, a perfect comp. And pro players get the closest, and you could argue that we have found the meta and we know it's good. And there are cases in other games where you'll have something in like the melee meta evolve. 20 years later, someone figures out a counter to Fox or something like that. Like, I don't know the perfect example, but the existence of this coin is objective. It is an objective fact that this character is better because they have more tools. And to simplify it, we could take a character that has a gun versus a character that has a gun and a knife and a car and a jetpack is objectively better because they can do more things. That's what I'm getting at.
Well, I mean, sorry to interrupt, but what would you say to the people who went on support strike whose coin looks very different than that one, who's part of that brown dirt that's covering everything but has like a different view on like what their objective meta is,
like what their opinion is, like how they feel about the strength of their character?
Like who's to say what the best meta is?
Pro players. And everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Like, people will say they don't care about pro players' opinion, and in the very next sentence they'll say, "Shut up, Timmy, you're in plat." And that very sentence saying "Shut up, you're in plat," no one cares about the gold Mr. Fantastic main, directly indicates that they subconsciously understand that there is an objective baseline that is discovered from the best players in the game because they spend their entire life trying to find it. It's like an expert in any craft. If you're a musician, if you're an engineer, if you are a rocket scientist, whatever you spend your life and you dedicate your life to, you're going to know the most about, and it's the same thing for this game. It's just a field of study. And the people who are the best or know the most about the field of study are most likely to be correct. It doesn't necessarily mean that they always will be, but it means that they're most likely to be. So if a pro player says something, I think this, this, and this, compare it to what other pro players are saying, and then see what the content creators are saying, and then what low elo players are saying. But it's also important to not completely discredit a lower elo player's opinion, because their opinion does matter in the sense of their majority of the player base. So making their experience completely miserable and horrible is not a solution. However, that does not mean that you need to take their opinion as seriously as a pro player's. And when I say your opinion doesn't matter because you're in plat, that is the essence of what I'm saying. Your opinion doesn't matter as much as a pro player, as in, I would not go to NASA and tell them how to build rockets because I don't know fucking anything about rocket building. Now, could I walk in there and have some revolutionary idea of how to make their engines more optimized? Absolutely. I could. But is it likely that I would do that? No. So they shouldn't listen to me. Not everyone's opinion has the same weight on the same topics.
Like,
give the rockets guns.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Anyway.
Here's because like, I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit light. I'm curious. I'm curious what you're gonna respond to. Is because like what this sounds like to me is an argument from authority. I don't know if you know what that fallacy is. Or if
I know what it means.
But to me, the devs could use the same argument against you and say, "You're not a dev. Why are you telling us what to do with our game? You don't know what's best for a game. You don't know what unintended consequences would be when I do X, Y, and Z. It's not that simple, and you're just a person. You're not a dev. So you don't know.
Yeah.
You have no experience. You're just that like they could use the exact same arguments against you to say that they don't need to listen to you.
Well, they couldn't, and the reason is because I'm not telling them how to actually like technically go in and change the game, because I don't know shit about that. To get back to your point, I played this game every single day for I think like 436 days or something is my stream streak. And so that doesn't mean I know everything. It doesn't mean that I'm right or I'm better than everyone. It just means that my opinion carries more weight than a casual player's opinion. It's as if I would go play League of Legends and I would tell a challenger player how their game should be balanced and how it should work. It wouldn't make any fucking sense. And the devs could absolutely say, Light, you don't have the same information or the same data that we do. This is why we can't take your word on it. That's completely fine. But that's not what they say. They don't. They literally take opinions of people who don't play the game.
Going back to the devil's advocate, what if the casual player says that, in their opinion, the casual experience is the thing that matters the most about the longevity of the game, and so that their experience matters actually more than the objectivity of the balance? What would you say to that?
No, I agree that their experience matters, but the casual players need to realize that the devs catering and balancing to them, and I mean this like literally, this is really important that this is understood, what I'm about to say. In every facet of balance cannot cater to the casual player, because the casual player does not play the game consistently. They will play no matter what the game state is. A 7-year-old Tommy will come home, he'll play Devil, Dinosaur, and Spider-Man no matter how good or bad they are. They don't give a shit. And you can think about this in the perspective of a game that you all watching play casually, okay? You don't give a shit about what the state of the game is. You're going to hop in. I'm going to hop in League of Legends. I'm going to play fucking Silas. I don't care how good or bad he is because it's fun. I don't care. I'm playing for fun, right? Now, does that mean that you need to ignore their concerns and opinions and let characters like Reaper and Black Panther and Moon Knight just dominate those elos? No, there are obviously exceptions, but generally speaking, at every aspect and every stage of balance, we should not balance around the people who don't consistently play the game because they don't play it consistently. They will play it no matter what. As long as there's cool skins, cool heroes, and incentives to keep them playing, like they actually do a great job with, like all of the shop stuff, the beach is awesome, Times Square is awesome, the skins are amazing. Like, there are really good things about this game that keep the casual players engaged, but balancing for them and every aspect is not the way to go.
I don't think they're willing to make even a 5% sacrifice to the fun of 90% of the player base for a 30% increase in fun for the 10%. And that's really what I think it is.
That's not what I'm saying either.
I do think that there is, like, you have to make sacrifices though. Like,
you absolutely do.
You have to be realistic.
Not everyone can win. Yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely do. But the point is that I'm not saying that you sacrifice the fun out of all of the casual players. There are plenty of casual players who come to my chat, people who are low elo, and that I've heard about in the community. They're like, Light, I also hate fucking Elsa, and I'm in plat. I don't see any BPs do anything to me in plat. Like, I know that these characters are problematic in low elo, like the dive characters, I get that. But the existence of people who are also in low elo that also hate Pokeslop are completely ignored, and they don't get shit about because people who don't even listen to them speak for them in the opposite opinion of what they have. Like, there's an entire player base that doesn't like what is meta and what has been meta for the length and duration that it has been. And all I want is variety. I just want everyone's hero to be pickable in certain situations and the harder ones to be more consistently pickable. I am not saying that we need to have Black Panther piss dominate every single lobby, fuck the plat players. I'm saying Black Panther's pain point of one-shotting you should be addressed. And then we can look at the actual issues that plague the game and make it more fun. And we make it more fun and better and healthier. A consequence of that is that casual players come back and they play the game more and they don't even know why. But it's because the game's better.
Because I guess my problem with this is my actual opinion. I'm not playing devil's advocate anymore. Now is I agree with you, but I think the framing of your argument is just going to create like animosity and like you don't have to frame your argument this way. Like you can just say like low rank, like you don't have to say we don't have to bounce around low rank players. You can just say low rank players should be balanced based on their experiences, and high rank should be balanced based on the objective power of the game. Like and then like that's all you have to say. Because you do both. You can.
No, sorry to cut you off. It's not like that's not encompassing enough, and people will just say that balance is subjective when it's not. Yeah. Because everyone has an opinion about balance, therefore it's subjective. That doesn't mean balance is subjective. Like human thought about a thing doesn't change that thing's nature. Like if I think 2 + 2 is 5, it doesn't make it 5.
We need some subjectivity if we're talking about experiences for low rank players. Like if they feel oppressed by Squirrel Girl, like we can touch that. But like I do agree, like the objectivity should take precedence. But if we can maintain that their subjective experience as well at the same time, we should. We can do both.
I agree. I fully agree. There are going to be problem characters that need to be addressed at low elo, but the entire game shouldn't be revolved around low elo, which is my point. And that's what I wanted to address when you first said it as well. It's like at every point, not at some points, not at no points, at every point, the game should not be balanced around low elo.
Yeah, I mean, I just, again, like I want the game to be balanced around higher ranks, and TeamCaptain will get your opinion here. I know you've been sitting idle for a while, but I just think about it. Like, okay, what surprised me was when we looked at those low rank, not low rank, console. What's the difference?
Alpha.
Okay. Okay. All right.
No, the stats for the DPS players picked, and it was all range heroes still,
shit.
Which was and the win rates were pretty similar. So, what would you say then? Like, isn't someone who logs on to play a shooter game and they land 3 headshots and whatever that doesn't kill someone? They're just
that's not what I'm saying.
No, I know, but like they're like okay, whatever. They don't get that satisfying time to kill, right? Those casuals, they just go to Call of Duty. They just go play another game. They go play Tarkov or whatever. Like they're not going to play Rivals if it's not delivering on that. So. To me, it's they need to make a choice, and it just seems like they're not making it, and that's why we tend to get these good patches and bad. They're trying to please everybody, and it's pleasing, maybe not nobody, but not as many.
They're pleasing
people.
The one person that gets their only character they play buffed. They're like the one, the one person.
Yeah.
The Scarlet Witch players. What about the pro players and the high rank players like that? The way that you probably feel about characters like Squirrel Girl and Scarlet Witch, how they should never be like established parts of the meta, they feel the same way about like all the melee characters that you play. Like they think that the game should be variations of hit scan plus tanks.
Yeah, I mean, I think that that's fine that they have that
There
opinion.
probably are pros that have this opinion, by the way. There probably
Yeah,
are a lot of them
100%.
that do.
No, 100%. And I think a lot of people have that opinion because these pro players come from games that are much more traditional, where it is just all gun,
Right. Fortnite,
like Rainbow Six,
yeah,
like
Rainbow
Fortnite, like
Six,
it's
yeah.
all the same. So it's like a bit of a culture shock when you come to a game and there's like a melee character running around doing what they're doing. But I think like there's two things that I have to say to those types of people, or
Fuck
people with those
you. No, I was
opinions.
kidding. Yeah, no,
No.
sorry.
The first the first is that you can't kill an entire archetype of character because you don't like it. In the sense of like, even me, I don't want to kill Hitscan because I don't like it and I think it's oppressive and boring. I want it to be less oppressive and more characters have more options to deal with it. I think Hitscan is great for the game and it's very, very popular and it translates from other games. So like Hitscan being good is good for the game itself because more people will be able to actually get into the game and play it. But I also think there is a large portion of the player base that also enjoys the dynamic gameplay that melee heroes provide because you can't get it in any other game. I can't just go play Fortnite and Rainbow Six and swing around on fucking Spider-Man or dive on Black Cat and Daredevil. There's no experience that is similar to it. Maybe Overwatch with like Doomfist, maybe, or like Genji-ish, but like it's not the same.
Question. But yeah, Team Captain, what were your thoughts? I know you were listening in about Lights. What's your thoughts on it? Because I think
Okay,
you were the
I wanted
original
to say
guy.
something,
Yeah.
and then I couldn't say anything. I feel like in this game, people don't respect pros the same way they respect pros in like Overwatch, Fortnite, and like other games. Like people actually
Agreed.
have zero respect for pro players' opinions, and it's quite weird actually because like I swear
Yeah,
this doesn't
no,
happen in most games that I've seen.
Zero. It's
Like
actually
most
crazy.
people usually take like pro player opinions as like gospel and like just parrot it no matter what, but in this game it feels like they kind of resent pro players speaking out.
Why do you think that is?
Why do you? I was gonna think it's because like we don't have big personalities in the pro player space and it's mostly just streamers, and I think a lot of streamers get pretty shit takes. But honestly, like I think it's like the culture. The game has its own culture, and I think the culture kind of promotes that kind of fuck the top people. We don't give a shit, and we're like gonna give our own takes. Like the whole like support strike shit. That's never happened in any other game before, bro. That is like
That's
very
insane.
unique
It's
to
actually
Rivals.
insane.
Very unique.
I don't even know if it was a real actual thing. Like I think it was a vocal minority, like we've talked about. Like there's just it reminds me of the Mercy Mafia. You remember the Mercy Mafia? That they
Of course.
Oh dude, the holy
Cornballs.
fuck. But that's like literally like an entire support group on X. Like it's not just Mercy Mafia. It's like the entire. So like Captain Coach, you weren't here, but like back in Overwatch, Mercy was a character that a lot of people had problems with because she was very simplified. Like her entire identity was about heal body. She couldn't really do consistent damage herself. Like, but she had the most loyal fans. Like so loyal that they would boycott the game. They would rage at the devs if anything bad happened to their character. They also were the highest group to spend money. Like this group of Mercy mains spent more money than like almost anyone else. And so like they had so much power with the devs to like an extreme point, basically. Is what it felt
She
like.
was a really pretty character,
Oh yeah. She was like the
like
number
good
one.
skins.
Yeah,
She-
yeah.
She was like Luna Snow
Yeah, she was
for
like
Rivals.
She was like Luna Snow
Blonde
fused
angel,
with Invisible
you know,
Woman fused with. Yeah, you could just type in, just Google
Mercy Rule 34.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
it.
yeah. You'll yeah,
Mercy. Yeah, I've seen her.
yeah. But that I mean, I just remember the Mercy Mafia was fucking insane. Like they would actually do some crazy shit when their character got nerfed. Like they would the support strikey type stuff is what they like. That's fucking insane. I don't even know.
I think as far as like not respecting pros, I mean, I'm not saying I'm like the reason for it, but I'm definitely like a part of it. Like, I mean, when you see some of the people that you see get one above all, I think you start to lose respect. Because to me, a lot of the people who are able to climb to the very high ranks in this game are, I've seen people who probably wouldn't be able to get plat in like a game like League or something. And like I don't know. To me, I don't think this game's ranked, I think that I really enjoyed watching the finals. I thought it was like really cool. Actually, I really liked it. Like I'm on board for the pro scene. Weirdly enough now, like I actually watched that. I'm like, this is really cool, and it's not even like the great meta I think for it, but I do think front to back. Just a quick side note, really good for watchability for esport. Maybe not so much for like other thing, like but for watchability. But like you got cheating is still a major issue. Win trading completely unenforced. I've seen no sign about that. The game balance, in my opinion, is right now probably worse than it's ever been. I get what you're saying. Like I do think that people do not listen to the high rank. I totally agree. But it's like why? Like I don't think most people view the game in that way, sadly, and I think that's kind of what the devs want.
I think it's like people don't really appreciate how much dedication and time it takes to be a pro player. And I think pro players, like including myself, come off as very abrasive as well. But that's like normal in every game.
Really?
Like, I think pros are abrasive in every game, but like especially in this one because the matchmaker is so bad that like you have people who get to ranks that they don't belong in and negative win rates, and then they see their flashy number and then get an ego, but they never actually realize that they're bad at the game and they got carried by the horrible rank system.
Yeah. I mean, and the heroes too, like Rocket players, like God, the egos I
like
see some of them have.
Yeah, exactly. Like Cloak and Dagger and Rocket are like super toxic characters to be good because they're just so low skill and they like make players like I've seen so many times support players where they are so much like they're at an elo that's so much higher than where their actual skill is at because their character plays the game for them and their fundamental baseline skill level is like bro, it's so much lower, and if they swap to anything else, they will lose 50 games in a row until they get to the game that they belong. That on top of the rank reset, bro, like I cannot stand playing this game at rank reset for the first week. It is miserable because you have Celestial 2 peak players and Grandmaster players who think they're hot shit when they're, in all reality, they're like Diamond players. But they play Cloak and Dagger, they play Rocket, they play fucking White Fox, they sit there and their gun bounces around the corner and it heals people and damages people. They have super forgiving auto-lock abilities that play the game for them. And I'm playing fucking Spider-Man, sweating my ass off, leaned in my chair, trying to get half the value as them. And it's like, it's my curse as a Spider-Man player. I understand and accept it, but it is frustrating, and I think it takes away from the credibility of people who actually know what they're talking about, what they're doing.
Yeah, it always sucks when you play at a rank where you have a support that is at a rank where they can no longer win by not doing damage, and you realize it is clear as day, and you're just like, well, we're just never going to be able to kill anything unless I just like go some stupid ass triple DPS comp or something that we shouldn't have to do if our support just shot their gun, or like I know exactly what you mean. Like
I lost the game what, like 2 days ago or something, because my Cloak and Dagger died to a Spider-Man by herself when she had her team up and bubble up, but she just didn't press it, so we lost the game. It's like your baseline value as a character is to press the C key and we win the game. You press the C key, your right click and your Q, and your bullets auto aim for you. Think about that compared to what a Hulk player has to do, what a Hela player has to do, what a Spider-Man player has to do to get baseline value compared to what you have to do, and you still can't do it. And then they go on Twitter and complain, and the devs balance around them, and then I'm told balance is subjective. I hate everybody, and all this other bullshit, bro. Like, it's crazy.
It's literally the Mercy thing all over again, bro.
It's crazy,
history's
bro.
repeating itself.
Yeah,
I like what you said earlier, like out of 1,000 getting, because I use that a similar metric when I say like I'll say something like back when I played League, I'd say pro players they're like out of 100 being perfect gameplay, because you can actually reach perfection in League, like it's a thing.
Yeah, you can.
Like the best player, like Uzi, I think is probably the best mechanical player of all time in League, probably like a 99. Like he would have 99 in Madden or whatever, right? Like he's playing like pretty much close to perfection. And most pros, Korean 95 to 100. Most like any other pro 90 to 100. I'm like, to me, playing Hulk at like a 90% is going to be less valuable than a Rocket playing at 40, or 45 or something. Like in a lot of situations, which. That should not be a thing. I don't care like what the meta is or how balanced you think things are or whatever. Hulk will have his day, and I don't care. Like that should never be a thing. to me, which is why I'm apathetic. Like I'm just like,
Yeah, and this is the issue, like circling back to what I was saying about like the balance versus like the strength of hard characters is like I 100% agree with you. Hulk should be a harder hero or should be a more viable, more consistent character than Rocket, but Rocket, because he's easy, people are going to say Rocket's easy, so he should be shit. Rocket should never be so shit where he can't be picked, but he should be shit enough where he's worse than Luna, because Luna's actually hard to play and takes aim. He's worse than Gambit because Gambit's hard.
yeah.
But not so shit that he's unpickable, you know? That's like
I
the
agree.
point in the middle ground of what we should be trying to achieve.
Okay, so
Oh,
yeah,
well,
go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, to kind of piggyback off or answer Team Captain's question, because we looped around. I agree with a lot of what you said, but we looped around from why pros aren't respected. It's happened sometime in the last like 3 to 4 years, unfortunately, where content creators and pros have changed a lot of other competitive games with their opinions, like Apex and Fortnite and some of the Call of Duty games. And so, like, there's a lot of general perception that pros and creators ruin games. Like, that whether that's true or not, that's a lot of casual people's perception. Maybe it's just because when a game starts to fail, it's really easy to just find someone to blame, and they just pick, you know, the loudest vocalist voices. But that
I think
a lot of people do blame it. I read a lot of comments. People say that stuff. They say if they keep listening to creators, this game's gonna fail. Like,
Yeah,
you keep
maybe,
letting
like-
pros decide balance, and this game's gonna die instantly. Like, you see that all over the place. Like,
Joe
Mills,
TikTok
can I say
GM1
something?
what's up?
with his clips.
On that point, to add to it, I want you guys to imagine the people who are watching. Think about the type of person, like that type of argument of pros are killing this game, they don't know what they're talking about. Go to a fucking like agriculture farm or something and go tell them about how they should be like be more efficient with selling their crops and growing their crops and all this shit and the chemicals they should be using and how they should be applying them and the time of year and how they should collect them, right? Like, a layman's opinion, and this is what really needs to be understood. Everyone is a layman with something. You cannot know everything about everything. You cannot expect to know nothing or less than someone in a field and have the same weight of opinion, of expertise as that person. For anything. Like, you could be the best musician of all time and know everything about how to play the piano and know everything about reading music and how to be the best pianist possible. But you will know literally nothing about baking donuts, bro. Don't tell me how to bake donuts if I'm the damn baker. If I have the billion-dollar donut business, you're not going to tell me to bake my donuts. Now, that doesn't mean I can't be wrong. We don't want to be argument from authority, Mills, just to address your point. But it does mean that my opinion on baking donuts as the donut baker should be taken more seriously than someone who works in agriculture. It's for any field. And games are the same thing. You could think about it as an expertise.
Farmers are going to go on strike.
That's
And the
what we're doing.
bakers.
That's what me and Team Captain, we're showing up. We're fucking scrimming 6 times a week for 4 hours in intense environments, and we do that for months at a time. We play the game 10 plus hours every day, maybe 50 plus hours a week or something like that, right? It's just natural that we're going to know the game more than other people, and that's fine. That's normal. I'm not going to go anything about being a fucking lawyer, bro.
I genuinely love having you guys on to listen to your takes, so I don't have to do all the work of learning all these heroes that I don't want to play.
Yeah.
It's therapeutic for me. It really is.
If you could, Team Captain, if you could get, like, if you could say one thing to the devs and they would fully listen to you, like, they fully hear it, and you get one statement to say, like, hey, this is what I want, or this is my opinion on this, what would it be?
Listen to the pros, like, honestly, like, listen to what we have to say. I'd say that's the biggest thing, because it feels like a lot of us aren't being heard on a lot of things, and it's mostly just, like, what's the most viral opinion that they can find, rather than, like, what's the most well-nuanced opinion that they can find. Because I genuinely believe if they listen to, like, I don't want to say, like, a smaller, tight-knit group, but, like, if they listen to a group of people and take their opinion on board about, like, 50% against the majority opinion, it would probably be better than them just listening to, like, whatever the hot takes on Twitter is for this, like, month. because I feel like a lot of it's to do with outrage and like engagement bit. Like I can think back like to so many posts on Reddit that just blow up and they're just taken out of proportion, like a Spider-Man like killing someone with like the tracer combo into the uppercut, and then Spider-Man gets nerfed like his uppercut range because they were crying about how the circle's so big. It doesn't make any sense. Why is Spider-Man's uppercut so big? You can't even see the range on it. He does a spin, that's the indicator. Like those kind of takes, you can't really take them too seriously when it comes to balancing. I think they should.
Yeah, they better never be on fucking Reddit. That's don't ever be on Reddit. Not a single second.
I just think they need to listen to the people that play the game like every day and put the grind in every fucking day. Like really.
What about a Discord dedicated to that? Invite only, get top high rank players, people who don't have outrageous takes, knowledgeable of the game, respected in the pro scene, or respected content creators, you know, who can multi-hero, play a bunch of different things, and we you know, whatever, get some dev team and they serve as the bridge is kind of what I was bringing up earlier. Do you think something like that could work?
I don't think they'd listen. I think the price of admission would just be nepotism. I don't think that you could have like a Discord like that exists without it just being like, you would have whoever started it, or the group of people that started it, they would invite all their friends, and then they'd have the same opinion about something, and then it would just like wouldn't work. And it's not even like the devs would listen anyways. Like they've made it very clear that they don't listen to pro players, and that's fine, but the game has suffered for it. I think it's the opposite. If you don't listen to your experts in a field, it's literally like, bro, like, if I'm telling you what the weather's going to be tomorrow because I'm a fucking meteorologist, and you don't listen to me, and you get rained on at your picnic, like, you know, like, what else am I supposed to do? And you get told that it's my fault.
Well, I mean, they tried that in Overwatch, the whole, like, pros talk to the devs, and apparently the devs just didn't listen. And I would say that was a game a lot more, like, competitive than this one. So,
that seems pretty par for the course for Blizzard. With League, they did actually, I actually knew a bunch of people who had a direct line of communication.
Yeah, that could be like a Blizzard thing. To be honest.
Yeah.
That game is terrible, but everything about it besides the game itself is amazing. Like, everything. Like, the lore, the characters, the developers, the fucking skins, the art, all of, like, their spin-off games and shit, and, like, Arcane and all that stuff is awesome. But the game itself is horrible, but, like, I mean...
I almost was late for this podcast because I was in a League Classic game. Marvel Rivals Classic when?
Yeah.
Oh, Marvel Rivals Classic, holy shit. Oh, you know, see, that would be terrible, actually, because the Res Comp is there. It's waiting for you.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Well.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we pretty much talked about everything we want to talk about. Is there any other closing thoughts that y'all have about the state of the game, the future of the game? I will say that one thing I'll say is, like, in spite of all of this, I'm still very optimistic about the future of the game. I know that, Light, you're upset and frustrated. By a numbers point of view, the game's doing better than ever since, like, Season 0. I know my content's doing better than ever. I know that the viewership's doing better than ever. The pro scene is doing better than ever. Like, there's a lot of things that they're doing right, and I think that it's important to, like, understand that we have our preferences, but it's like the game is not going to crash and burn and die in, like, agonizing death if they don't do what we want. But we do believe that the game could be even better than what it is, and we want it to be better than what it is.
That's the point. Yeah. Like, I've made conversations about, like, the player base and stuff like that before, and I'm not saying the game is dying or the game is dead. I'm saying that the game has the potential to be the greatest game ever made, and it's not being actualized to the degree that it could be because of the direction that they take the game with their patches, and more specifically the DPS balance, the matchmaker being fun or unfun and miserable, and it feels like there's more games in this game that are just unwinnable than any other game that I've ever played, and I know a lot of other people have this opinion. I don't care if it's real or not, it feels real, and that's what matters. It needs to be adjusted. I would much rather have longer queue times for higher match quality. Let me tick a button that says that, so you don't impact, like, everybody's games. Like, I'm sure that that's possible. And the technical state, like, it's unacceptable that I can load into a game and it be instantly lost because I know reg, the servers don't work, we're glitching all over the place in this AAA competitive shooter. And then I still lose elo for it. And then also harsher punishment on cheaters. There should never be a case where people get banned for cheating, and I don't know what system or metric, I don't know anything about cheating whatsoever, or how you detect it, or, like, what to do about it. I just know that people cheat all the time, they get banned, and then they get unbanned mysteriously, and they come back and cheat more. Like, there's so many cases of it, and even people who play in MRC, like, they'll cheat in MRC, get banned, and then come back. Or they'll just play under a different name.
It gets a little complicated because it's not as hard. It's not as easy to deal with the cheating problem as.
Yeah, absolutely, but
it's not an easy
the
problem.
The server lag is unacceptable. Like, the cheating problem, whatever, we all know exists. No one likes that, but the server lag is unacceptable in a technical state. The matchmaker is unfun. The balance is bad. A lot of stuff is good. I agree. A lot of stuff is good. The team system was great. Skins are great. Incentives to play the game on a weekly basis is great. The beach, Times Square, so on and so forth. That's all amazing. It's just these few pain points stop it from being like the GOAT. Like, we could be the GOAT, guys. Also, 1 hero per month is incredible. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Great job, guys. Like, let's keep that up. That's awesome. Double bans. Oh my god. Like, that's another thing. Get it out. There's no reason that double bans should still be in the game either, bro.
Bring back Ultron Battle Matrix, please.
Yeah, like auto chess. Like, that's fire.
I
Like,
love that game mode.
yeah, I didn't even play it, but that's great.
What about
I do
you,
have
TeamCaptain?
one thing that I'd like to say.
Yeah.
Like, I think that community tournaments going forward should always be given to someone in the community to take like a hold of and like build it up. Like, for example, Bulgur always does it really good, and I think more people like Bulgur or like people in the space should be the ones behind it. Because I'm not gonna lie, the Senna tournament was dog shit, and it was just like her inviting a bunch of her friends. Like, I'd rather it be someone in the community can build it up and bring in the community and bring the community together, rather than try and bring people outside of the community. Like, let's be real, right? Jinxie, massive streamer, right? Brought in a lot of viewership. But do you think anyone played the game after watching him get spawn camped by Kingsman? No one would want to play the game after they watched that.
No, yeah, it's a
Genuinely no one.
It's like an inverse advertisement. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, it would make me not want to play the game.
It's like an advertisement, and it just shows people with cancer. That's great.
Yes.
Like,
I think
that's
going
pretty much what
forward,
he
it
said.
should always be someone in the space that like makes those tournaments happen, because it's always a lot better when that happens.
100%. 100%
Yeah,
agree.
and better drops
Definitely.
for pro play too. Like the skins.
Yes, please, better
Guys,
drops. Yes.
Guys,
Better
this
drops
is
in general, but yeah, definitely.
like, please, Netties, I don't know if this is possible because of the Disney IP or something, but the esport could be so much more profitable and better if you made skins that aren't just fucking jerseys for one character. Like, why are the skins not entire like remodels, not remodels, but like reskins of a character? Like, give me a red and black Spider-Man skin for Sin and 100 Thieves, you know? Everyone would buy that. You would make so much money from Spider-Man alone if it was team skins that covered the entire character and it was for every character. If I could drop $100, get every team skin for 10 characters or something like that. Infinite
I don't know
money.
why. When you opened that up, I thought you were gonna like try and say it'd be way more viewership if there was sports betting and like.
No. I'm not encouraging gambling.
Let me gamble my lattice in game.
I'm just
okay.
I'm just saying.
kidding.
Overwatch. One of the good things, or one of the great things it did with its pro scene, was the Overwatch League skin system. It was amazing. It was incredible. They made a ton of money. I saw them every single game. Even to this day, you can load up Overwatch, and people will still use those skins from fucking years ago.
I have my Houston
before
Outlaw Genji and my
Exactly,
my Gladiators
exactly.
Doomfist. Yeah.
The problem with that is you can't fit the team name on a swimsuit. Is the problem.
Yeah, actually.
You can't.
But it's just like maybe they thought about that and they can't do it. But like,
Yeah,
it
team
should be
tattoos.
A
There you
tramp
go.
stamp. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
that would just like bring them so much more money if that's at all possible. I'm sure they thought about it. There's no way they haven't. But like that, like, it would be so fire.
It would be. Oh wait, but by the way, your actual closing question I have for y'all. What's y'all's favorite game of all time? Favorite game ever? It better not be something like fucking dumb. I want some deep. I want some deep bag.
Can I give
pull.
top 3?
Sure. I want everyone's top 3. Top 3 games of all time.
Baldur's Gate 3,
Okay.
Overwatch 1, and then Marvel Rivals. But if not Overwatch or Marvel, if we're gonna say those don't count, then Elden Ring and Skyrim.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. The Merlin, I makes sense. I didn't know you were that into those kind of games. That's cool.
Yeah, I love my single player fantasy games.
Fuck yeah. What about you?
For
Team
me,
Captain?
from third to first. Dark Souls 3 at third, and then I'd go Overwatch 1 specifically, and then Team Fortress 2 as the best. Team
Do you like
Fortress
Dark
2
Souls
as
3
peak.
more than Elden Ring, TeamCaptain?
Yes. Like
Really?
okay, I love Elden Ring, don't get me wrong, but I think that Souls games are super like way less easy when it's linear. Like in like Elden Ring, like like Souls leveling, I felt like when I hit certain bosses, they were just too easy. You know, I just
Yeah, you
outscaled
can just
them.
leave and go do something else.
Yes, exactly. Like
But
I
when
feel
you
like
come up
in
into
Dark Souls,
Horde,
you're
if you're
forced
shit,
to.
you just,
See, I
you
haven't-
just have to be more. Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I've only put like a couple hours into a Souls game. I haven't played any of them really. Not really.
I recommend
need to put
most
some
of them.
hours
Like
in.
any Souls
not
game
Dark
from
Souls 2.
FromSoft.
Not Dark Souls.
Not Dark
2.
Souls 2. Terrible
Dark Souls
game.
2 is the worst game ever made. It's fucking horrible. The B team made it. The C team made it, and it shows, bro. It's so bad.
What about
Like
you?
if you don't know, like there's these like really tight corridors, and when you try and swing your weapon, it hits off the wall, and you can't hit the enemy.
You also lose your health permanently, and the only way you
It's
can
Dark
restore it is
Souls?
with a limited consumable item that you can run out of in the game in a fucking Souls game. Like,
Yeah,
it's horrible.
That great. That sounds like miserable. I don't like, but
No,
everyone
it's
looks-
miserable.
It's just suffering. Yeah.
Oh,
But all the
nice.
other ones are great.
Nice.
Dark Souls 2, greater than Rivals 9.5 patch.
Okay.
W chat.
What about you, Cats? Because I don't even know what your favorite games are. Top 3, I guess. They're doing top 3.
God, I played so many. Mine are probably just like the big ones. Like probably grew up on Pokemon, so Pokemon Red, Blue. That's like I put so
Peak?
many hours in that game. It's got me into like strategy games,
Peak?
RPGs. Then just League, and then World of Warcraft's my number one.
Okay.
Yeah, but I played so many, like all the like Mario Sunshine, Elden Ring, like Skyrim. I love all those games. The Portal, like so many good ones. So many good ones.
Yeah, I guess mine are gonna be kind of fucking weird. I mean, like, Overwatch kind of has to be one of like it's not really one of my favorite games, but it technically did like make my career, so it feels a little bit it's like sentimental. I don't fucking know. It's whatever. But like my 3 are Wolf Among Us. I don't know if you've ever played that game. That game's fucking peak.
Yep.
I cannot wait for the second one. It's so good. I love this game called Patapon. It's like a weird fucking game. I don't know if any of you have played it. Yeah, I know. I'm old, bro. Because my favorite is Jack and Dexter. I don't know if you've played that game, but the game's peak.
What are you
I know
talking
Jack and
about?
Dexter.
You've never even heard of these games, bro. That's why, like, holy shit. I don't even.
Holy
How
on.
old are you, Light? Are you like?
26.
Wait, you're not. You literally could have played these games growing up. You just like only played. I don't know what you played. What were you playing when you were like 10?
Football.
No, I was playing like Call of Duty and Halo with my friends and like Battlefield, like the standard Xbox games, like Xbox 360 type stuff. So every game that was popular on Xbox 360, I pretty much played. And then I don't know, every once in a while an RPG would come out that I'd like Skyrim or something like that. But yeah, I didn't really like. I played League on and off from like 2013 to like 2021, maybe 2022, where I would like play for 2, 3, 4 months and then quit for like 14 or something, and I come back next season, get diamond on my favorite champion of the fix, and then quit again. And I don't know. I'm never playing that game again. That game is terrible. But
I went
I
through
can
a
appreciate it.
similar phase, but mine was like the inverse. Like I would take a break for like a couple months and then play for like a year and a half.
yeah, I mean Xbox 360 after school with the
Peak.
boys was just so peak,
peak,
bro.
Yeah.
It like
Yeah.
hopping on Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, Halo fucking 2 and 3, forging with the boys, you know.
Yeah,
Bro, I mean,
Forge. I spent so many hours in Forge. I'm not
So
gonna
many
lie.
hours on Forge, bro.
What did
I'm
you
old,
play
like-
console, TeamCaptain? Because I know console wasn't as popular in Europe.
Yeah, I came from 360.
Oh, you did
Yep.
play 360. Oh shit.
Beast.
Okay.
Yeah, and PS2, like before 360.
Let's go. Yeah, 'cause
PS2,
you
I
play-
played Spider-Man on PS2. Oh
Okay.
my god, that game was so good. And then there's like Super Monkey Ball,
Super Monkey Ball's fire, bro.
San Andreas when my parents weren't in the
Oh,
room.
let's fucking
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wait, how did you buy it then?
That was my uncle's. Like every time I went to my uncle's place, I'd play it.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Oh.
I remember playing Modern Warfare 2 on my uncle's Xbox, and I think I gave my address away because some kid was talking shit to me and I had to prove him wrong.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very like I've already said a million times. I'm very optimistic about the future of Rivals. I am scared when GTA 6 comes out. Like I legitimately am scared.
Hey, more room for us.
No, we're gonna be the only people left, bro.
I'll see you guys when you guys go to Deadlock. When you guys go to Deadlock, I'll be here.
We're not going to Deadlock. That game's dog shit. But we will.
That game
we
is
will
dog
be
shit
going to
trash.
Grand Theft Auto 6. Like we are all playing that game.
Y'all got that. I'm not playing that
No,
shit.
you're not playing it. Oh, okay.
I got hell no. Who's saving
It's
New
not
York
even
if
gonna
I
be
go
on
to
PC.
LA, bro,
That's
or
the
Miami?
thing.
Or
Yeah,
wait
until there's a Spider-Man mod.
Don't care.
Just kidding.
I'm not playing it. I don't care.
I'm just saying, like, our game is very like we have a very strong casual base, and like that is the game that steals every fucking casual player. Like, just sucks them all up, and you're fucking. It's just us pros, and now that's it.
I mean, when GTA comes out, it's only gonna be story, right? So like they'll probably be gone for
What?
2 months.
There's
maybe.
no way they do that again where they just released the story,
think
especially
so.
because it's been like what
I
13
doubt
years.
It's
GTA
Rockstar.
5?
They
But
always
it is only
release
released
story
on-
and then online later.
It is only
They
releasing
always
on
do this.
console first for sure. Like it's not
And
gonna be
console
released
first,
on
yes.
PC, So
Yeah, good
Yeah.
luck.
So I've got to buy a console, but all right. Anyways, where can people come and support you if they like what you're all about? Team Captain, where can people find you and support you?
Twitch.tv/TeamCaptain001. Same thing for the YouTube. I'm doing Instagram as well now because short form content is apparently all the rage. So find me there as well.
Jeez.
And I stream most days.
Yeah, sounds good.
yeah.
All right, Light. Where can people find you if they hate Pokeslop as much as you, and they
It's just LytePK on everything on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch, just everything live every day. If you hate me, in my opinions, you can tell me as much as you want in my chat. I try to respond to them all. But usually like the hyperbolic stuff that you guys see about me of like people's opinions of stuff that I don't actually think, I'll address it in my chat and you'll get like an actual like reasonable explanation for the things that I think. Because I promise you, it's not like
no, he'll
I
call
don't
you
fucking
brain
hate
dead.
the
No,
bro. I
I'm just kidding.
don't hate Ziyong. I don't think the devs should be taken out back and shot. I don't think players are subhuman. Like I don't
Thank
know
God
where
you
you
cleared
guys
that
get
up.
this opinion.
Yeah.
No, people actually think I
Sponsored
think
pod,
these
by the way.
things. So I just wanted to use this as an opportunity to clear it, guys. Like I promise, it's not the case.
I was suspecting it, so thanks for clearing it up.
No, you guys be surprised, bro. Like, oh my God, the
Well,
stuff
no,
I've read.
We know that's not true because you hate guns. Right?
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
Light for
I hate 'em.
president. Let's fucking go. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out both Team Captain and Light in the description down below. Subscribe. Come join the Discord, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Peace. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.